Hey YouTube! Hi! We're gonna be watching Evbo's Minecraft by Survive and Parkour Civilization full movie. So it's like basically 2 hours long. So chat, say hi to YouTube. Hi YouTube! Hi! So this is gonna be a fun time. I've never seen this. It's always fun to see new Minecraft stuff. Well, technically it's old, but new to me.
Let's go. Open up. It's time for parkour.
All right, time for my mandatory parkour check. Let's get this over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the raw chicken, or you can attempt the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Here in Parkour Civilization, no one chooses to jump for the beef. It's better to be safe and do the 1-block jump for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half a hunger bar more.
Tomorrow, you better not be late, or you'll be doing 2-block jumps.
What the heck? Okay, start of the video. Already kind of needing food. Okay.
Punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I won't be late.
And thank you
next
so
time.
much for
Down
the tier
here, us
1.
parkour noobs only get fed
Thank
once
you.
a day.
I
One
appreciate
piece of raw
it.
chicken is just enough to get you to the next
Raw
day. But
chicken?
That's the life of Parkour Civilization.
Excuse
If you want
me?
to survive, you have to parkour. Every parkour noob has the same goal, and that's to make it to the top layer where all the parkour pros live. Except most parkour pros are born on the top layer. If you're a parkour noob, there's only one way up, and that is through the Temple of Parkour. The Temple of Parkour is the only structure in the world that combines the bottom layer to the top layer. To make it up, you have to do an impossibly hard parkour course that no parkour noob has ever completed. And that's assuming you even get the chance to complete the course. The inside of the temple is protected by a barrier, and the only way a parkour noob gets past the barrier is if they've earned a ticket. I've never even tried getting a ticket before, but if I'm gonna rank up to a parkour pro one day, I'm gonna have to. In my neighborhood,
I would end. I would be gone. I wouldn't be able to get food the first day. It's over for me. It would literally be over for me. The first day, you know, it was like that raw chicken. It's over. I would literally die in that first day. This seems fun though. Like, I would love to actually try to do something like this. Oh my goodness.
pretty much everyone
Hi,
has fallen
soldier.
into the void and died.
Stop
except for the
giving up
guy who
before
lives
it
right next to
starts.
me. He's been my neighbor for 5 years.
What?
Why did he try
Me.
going for the beef? Well,
Me.
I guess I have to change my statement. I now live in this neighborhood alone. In Parkour Civilization,
That's crazy.
only parkour pros are allowed to break or place blocks. For parkour noobs, it's strictly prohibited. And unfortunately, I found that out the hard way. A while ago, I was searching around and I somehow stumbled upon an oak
Can't
log.
jump 'cause of that.
No one has seen an oak log in years since
Hi,
trees
Soji.
don't exist in Parkour Civilization. So I had to try to take it.
Stop right now.
Oh no, I'm done for.
You really thought you could break that without me noticing? What, were you gonna try to cheat?
Y'all have
parkour?
food.
No, sir, I didn't try to cheat. I just thought it would be super rare and I wanted to collect it.
Stop talking. Give me 2 jumps now.
2 jumps in a row? Okay, sorry, sir. I'll do it right now.
You know what? You seem a little too happy about 2. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I'll
What?
do 3.
You know what? Now let's make it 4 jumps in a row.
Shut
Four
up.
in a row? Come on. In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that all punishments were just more forms of parkour.
Okay, that's not
And
bad.
That was the last time I ever tried breaking a block.
You're lucky you got a light punishment. Don't forget, you're at the bottom, so follow the rules.
It's safe to say that if you're at the
What is this, like Hunger Games? What is this, like freaking Hunger Games but parkour? But yeah, I would still, I would be over. It would be over for me. There's no way. Like, parkour is like my worst kind of thing, especially like platformers. It's over. It's gone.
bottom level of Parkour Civilization,
so insane.
It's not exactly the
I'm
best.
so short.
But not everything in Parkour Civilization is that bad. For example, I was able to use parkour
Everyone's
to buy
short.
the biggest house in the neighborhood. In Parkour Civilization, literally everything is parkour, and that means parkour has replaced money.
Welcome. Choose which house you want to buy.
It's pretty nice.
Hi,
In
Vaughn.
Parkour Civilization, all you have to do to buy anything is just make more parkour jumps. I'm not really sure why or how parkour works
Okay.
as a currency, but all I know is I basically bought a 2-story house for free. Somehow when I was buying my house, I convinced myself to go for the ladder jump to buy the bigger house. In Parkour Civilization, parkour jumps with trickier items like ladders
Okay, so that's
are worth
it?
more. That's why this jump basically bought me a mansion.
No way. Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take you right to it. Just follow me.
Let's go. This is awesome. I just bought my first house. All houses in Parkour
Okay.
Civilization are pre-built.
That's not
and
too
they
bad.
all have one thing in common. It's a requirement that every single house has a parkour jump inside to get to your
Dude.
bed. This is a way to make sure everyone in Parkour
I'm dead. If I need to go to the bathroom or anything, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Like, I would be like walking and I would just fall. Because I would forget I have to go parkour. Like, why? Pissed down? What do you mean pissed down? There's no way I'm gonna be surviving this. How many of you would survive this, okay? How many? Zero, okay? You're not gonna parkour. Have you seen like people do that parkour stuff in real life on the like rooftops and shit? No, it's over. There's no way you survive. There's no freaking way.
For civilization, parkour's everywhere they go, even inside the house.
So, this is the neighborhood you'll be living in. You're the only 2-story house here. So if you follow me, I'll give you a house tour.
This is so sick. That ladder jump literally may be the richest one in the neighborhood.
As you can see, you have a jump on the top floor and a jump on the bottom floor. Let me show you the upstairs, and then the house is all yours.
All right.
Wait, so you could go around? Wait, he just went around. He didn't even parkour.
I mean, everything looks good. I just have to do this jump to my bed. Yeah, I think I got everything
You
figured
just
out.
go to the
Perfect.
sides.
Last thing, I just need to check if your parkour jump is good.
How are you supposed to check if it's good? Wait, what the? Did this guy for real just jump off? I'm really confused. Is he alive? Why did he do that?
All right, just wanted to confirm that your house is ready to move in. The guy
What?
did in fact die, so everything should be good.
What?
That guy seriously died?
What?
Yeah,
He
don't
died?
worry about it. It's a part of the job. Enjoy your house.
How is that a part of the job? What? No one really remembers how parkour
Excuse me?
civilization started. Most of the parkour noobs
Just
down
go on the
here at least
side.
think that
Just go, see, if you just go on the side, you won't die to your like. Just go on the sides. See, I would survive this one. The other one probably not, but this one I would survive because I would just like stay on the sides, okay? And if I fall, then it'll be fine. I'm not gonna die.
the parkour pros were the ones who started it. But the truth is, I think I was the one who started it. For some reason, I can't remember the best, but I'm pretty sure this is how the story went. Yo, see what? Yo, hello? Bro, you think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a diamond pickaxe.
Sorry. Don't have any to spare.
Bro, come on, don't be like that. You were literally just holding one. Dude, just give me
Would
one
we?
and I'll pay you back later. I just need a pickaxe.
Alright, fine. Give me 1 second. If you want a diamond, you gotta give me something. Alright, watch out.
Oh.
Back up for 1 second. Look, if you can make this 4-block jump, I'll pay you 1 diamond.
Make this 4-block jump. Wait, why? Why are you gonna pay
Wow.
me to do parkour? What do you even gain from this?
I don't know. I've just never seen anyone do it before. I'd pay to see it done.
Okay, I'll take the offer. Oh, this is so annoying. All right, just give me a second. I know it's possible. I've done it before.
I told you, bro, it's not possible.
Just stop.
Oh,
talking and
wait,
watch.
close,
I'm gonna
close,
do
close.
it in like 30 seconds. And there we go.
Oh.
Finally. Look, I told you it was
Nice.
possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. Alright, well, I got
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny. He does sound like he's reading a script. Like, no way, dude. That was actually incredible. Oh my god, no way, dude. That's actually incredible.
my money's worth.
Thank you so
Let's go, I
much
got
for
paid
the
for
7
parkour.
stream.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour
Nice,
for
you
you
know.
to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Are you kidding?
Oh.
Dude, totally. All
Money.
right, I'll be back here tomorrow, I guess. And this is basically how parkouring for money started. The next day I showed up to Siwat's house. He offered me way more diamonds this time, and he constructed an entire parkour course outside of his house to do. But little did we know that this parkour course would completely change the way that the world works.
Wait, why is he in
Soon
the
after
bottom
this
then?
event, the parkour civilization began. Now that I think about it, there's kind of an unexplainable gap between those events and now, but oh well.
Parkour check time. You got 30 seconds.
I have
Another
French.
beautiful
It's really
morning, and
good.
I have to parkour for some more raw chicken that will make me starve even more. All right, I'm here.
1 block
Just-
for raw chicken, 1 block vertical for beef. What are you choosing today?
Wait, isn't that
Considering
beef
my
raw?
neighbor just died for going for the beef. I'm just gonna go with the chicken again.
Keep in mind, there's a ticket event today. It's gonna be about 200 blocks west.
This was huge
Oh,
news. If there
a
actually
lot of
was
blocks.
a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef. Ticket events are
Beef,
usually
beef,
far away,
beef,
and I would
beef,
starve
beef,
by the
beef,
time I
beef,
got there
beef.
if I chose the chicken. But luckily, I got the beef.
No way. You made that jump? You might become a parkour pro one day.
Wait, you really think I could rank up to be
Oh my
a parkour
God.
pro?
Not a chance. You're a
Whoa.
parkour noob. You guys never rank up.
It's important to know
Yo, my hopes and dreams for him being like the Parkour Pro has been. Wait, that's still raw beef? That has to be raw beef, right? You could still get sick from it. But other than that, like, come on, don't break his heart. Don't break his freaking heart. Come on.
that parkour pros have really big egos and they like to put down the parkour noobs. This was an important day. This was only the second time I've jumped for the beef, and now I have a chance to earn a ticket. The ticket events are so risky because they're located so
Break his
far away.
legs
If I wasn't paying
instead so the
attention, I
jumps
could
get
miss
harder?
Just one of these 1-block jumps, and my
What?
entire chances
What?
of becoming a parkour
Imagine
pro
being
would be
beef.
over. But luckily, I made it to the ticket event. When I got here, there were only 3 parkour noobs in line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't even show up for the courses anymore because if you miss one jump, you end up like this guy. And that's the price you pay if you want a ticket
That's
to be a
me.
parkour pro. I watched
No!
as the second noob fell to the void. Hey man, do you think you could go already?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous.
Is that Freddy Fazbear?
No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh, shoot. Okay. Never.
You might as well just pushed him. You might as well just pushed him, bro. Bro, you distracted him. You distracted him. No, that was what bear was that one? Skill issue? How short are you? What? 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 How short am I? I'll be able to make this. That's how short. I will not name that bear. I don't know what that bear was, but Freddy Fazbear. That's the only bear I know. Smile.
Never mind then. Before going for it, I
Never
wanted
mind.
to study the parkour course. You see, every week the ticket challenge changes, and it's completely random. And this week's course was extremely difficult. There was a 2-block jump to get to the ticket, and if you get it, a 2-block jump to get out of it. Here's the thing about parkour civilization. Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Check this
As a
out.
Lord
If I do a
Spidey.
parkour jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360? Fine. There's no way you're gonna make it, but I'll accept.
Let's go. The
I'll
parkour
accept.
pro accepted by bribe. And now I have another problem. I have
Ooh,
to do a
there's bribes?
360? Have I even done this before? Whatever. I'm
Wait,
just
there's
gonna go
bribes
for it.
in this?
Please
Let's
make
go.
it. No way. I actually did it. All right.
Congratulations.
Deal, right?
I'm not gonna lie. That was the coolest thing I've seen a parkour noob do. Well, the deal's a deal. Here you go.
Let's go. Now there was only one 2-block jump in the course.
Still gotta make the first 2-block jump, noob.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me do the course, bro. This was my best chance to finally earn a ticket. If I actually get
I love the writing to this is kind of silly. I like it a lot. Like, whatever, bro. I love that. I love that so much. I love bribes. Guys, you know what you could bribe me with? Blind boxes and Pokemon cards. That bribe works every single time. I hate to admit it. I want more blind boxes. I have issues. I want that stupid snow moth.
this ticket, I could access the parkour temple and
Where's
make
the
my way
offer?
up into a better life as a parkour
I stream
pro.
longer.
There was no turning back now. I had to start the course. Most parkour noobs aren't experienced with diagonal jumps, but somehow I got past it. And now was the 2-block jump. This was life or death. I closed my eyes and I went for it. I expected
what?
to be falling thousands of feet per second into the void, but to my surprise, I was standing on the platform with
Is
the
that a
ticket.
pickle?
And thanks to the deal I made with the
I would
Parkour
eat
Pro,
it.
I only had a 1-block jump
That's
to
a
get
pickle,
out of
right?
the course. This was life-changing. This was the first time I've ever received a
Now
ticket
fall.
to access the parkour temple, and I promised myself that I wasn't gonna waste it.
Oh
I
my
made
gosh,
way
2K
over to the parkour
2000
temple. I was in a good
Pokemon
spot.
cards?
I had
Hell
3
yeah.
full hunger bars, which is the most hunger a parkour noob can have. This was it. There was no better time, no more perfect time to try
Seaweed,
making
aw.
the parkour course to rank up to a parkour pro. I walked up to the hoppers in the ground and I threw in my ticket. After a few seconds, the invisible barrier that guards the parkour temple was down. And now, of course, I had to make sure I didn't fail the 1-block jump to actually get inside the temple. I made the 1-block jump successfully. and now
Congratulations.
I was
Let's freaking
officially
go.
inside the temple. This was it. This was the
Okay. Okay. I know there's a lot of ways to make Minecraft stuff, but like people who make like Minecraft buildings are so crazy detailed. Like this is so interesting with all the details of it. Sorry, like I just had to talk about it because like it's mind-blowing. I love watching people in Minecraft build actual buildings and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I kind of want to do that and then draw the buildings because that'll be really good art ref. And hi everyone, hi.
moment I've been waiting for
How
my
much?
entire life.
What do you mean, how
this
much?
was the parkour course that no parkour noob has ever beaten. If you miss any of these jumps, you'll either
much
die
more?
from fall damage or fall directly
you draw?
into
Yeah.
the void. But I've come too far and I've practiced too much to have that happen. I wasn't just gonna be another parkour noob that fails this course. I was gonna be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now.
You're
Hey,
wonderful.
Wake up. You
Wait,
want
what?
a chance to eat today or what?
All right,
Wait,
let's
what?
get this over with.
Let's go. Hurry up and do the parkour, noob.
Down here in Parkour Prison, even the
What? They're in prison now? Bro, I thought you were gonna make it. I thought you were the one, buddy. This is so disappointing. How are you in freaking prison? How? Oh my goodness. How, like, I guess, did he lose his, okay, prediction. He lost his memory, and the people above really disliked him, and now that's why he was sent down to be a noob. But then, now he's trying to get back up, and if he gets back up, then everything is going to go crazy. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen.
Have one block
He
jumps.
gifted
If
us
you
up.
miss a
Yeah,
single
probably
jump, or
because
if
of
a Parkour
endeavors.
pro
Say thank
catches
you.
not jumping for 30 seconds, you'll be thrown into the
Please,
lava.
sir.
All right, I gotta ask. Do you want to do a diagonal jump to reduce your prison sentence time?
Most parkour noobs would never take this deal. Diagonal jumps are just not worth the risk. But I wasn't just gonna sit in parkour prison my entire life. If there was any chance I could get out sooner, I was gonna take it.
That was
Just-
unexpected. Congrats.
just do it
You've earned
50
one day
times.
off your prison time.
One
That
day?
means you go from 49 years and 320 days to 49 years and 319 days left.
This is how my life is gonna be for the next
Just keep on
49
doing it.
years in
Keep on
parkour
doing it.
prison. That is, unless I find a way to get to that portal and make my way back to parkour civilization. Parkour prison is located directly under the bottom layer of parkour civilization. If a parkour noob misses any jump, they fall into the void and end up here. And the only way back to civilization is to spend 50 years here without failing
Oh my
a jump.
goodness.
Before I was sent here, I never knew this place existed. And I was so close to becoming a parkour pro. My entire
I mean,
life, I've been
were you
trained
really
for
that
one
close?
goal, and that's to go to the temple of
No
parkour
fall damage?
and
I don't know,
complete the
maybe.
impossible course
Also,
to
thank you
rank
so much
up
for the
to become
follows.
a parkour
Mwah.
pro. I
Kiss,
had
kiss.
everything. I earned the ticket to get inside the
You
temple,
failed!
and I had enough food to make the journey. But when the time came, I failed the first jump. And
How do
now
you,
I'm
okay.
dead.
Okay, how do you... Wait 1 second. I shouldn't be talking, okay? I should not be talking, because I would probably fail the jump. But how do you fail that jump? You know you would have failed, okay? You know parkour. You've done the first jump multiple times. How do you fail that? How?
What the... Where am I?
Welcome to Parkour Prison, or as most noobs call it, their worst nightmare. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you right to your cell.
Oh shit.
Parkour prison? What is this place? I don't get it. How am I still alive?
Hey, and just make sure you don't miss any of these one-block jumps, because if you fall in the lava, you will die for real this time.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. I've never missed a one-block jump in my life.
Dude,
What I
what-
didn't
isn't he
get is
supposed to be in
why
prison too?
Parkour prison existed. Instead of letting the parkour noobs just fall into the void, somehow this massive structure was made under the void
Hi,
to
Hayden.
catch us. But why?
Alright, noob, this is your cell. Go on in.
All
But
of the
what
cells
about
in
yours?
Parkour prison were separated by a 3-block gap, meaning once I went inside this cell, I would never be able to escape. But that wasn't gonna stop me from trying.
Make sure you're doing at least one jump in your cell every 30 seconds. If one of us catches you not jumping, you're not making it out of here.
Wasn't he also the one of the noobs that, like, fell? He's bad at parkour, but he's good at 360. Yeah, at this point, just do 360 parkour, okay? 360 parkour, you're gonna make it up. You're gonna make it up all the way.
Just minutes before this, I was about to rank up to be a parkour pro, and now I'm in the most dangerous place in parkour civilization. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the
Do they
only
feed
noob
you?
right now in parkour prison. My guess is most of them by now
What?
fell in the lava. Wait, there's actually someone here. Let's go, I'm not alone down here. Wait,
Fall,
why
fall,
does this
fall.
guy look familiar? He's been my neighbor for 5 years. No! Why did he try going for the beef? No way, it is my neighbor.
It's-
Wow,
oh my
I'm
gosh,
so
your
glad I'm
neighbor.
not alone down here. No! Dude, what is wrong with this guy?
He just wanted to end it all. He wanted it to end. He wanted the end. I called it. That's hilarious. I love that. He's like, you know what? I'm over it. Let me just out. Let me go.
Alright, he has to be doing it on purpose at this point.
I think
the
so.
The only thing that's better about Parkour Prison is they feed us fish instead of raw chicken.
Hey, noob, let's go. You've been selected for parkour testing. Be down there in 30 seconds.
And this is one of the not so good parts about prison, the random parkour testing. Bro, wait, you didn't even fill in this gap. Ah, man, now I gotta do another 1-block jump.
That was the
if you're
test.
a prisoner here, the only thing you hope for is that you don't get selected for random parkour testing. Every few days, the pros will pick a noob at random to test out a new course.
Sure,
they've built.
random.
This time, the course I was selected for had fence parkour. If I failed to make this 1-block fence jump, I wouldn't be coming back.
Let's go. We
Do
don't have all
360.
day. Get on the course.
Do a
Yes,
flip.
sir. I'm going right now. The worst part about these random courses is that they intentionally use harder blocks for the jumps. The pros know that the noobs have almost no experience with fence jumps, but they build them anyways.
All right, testing complete. Back to your cell in 30 seconds.
By some miracle,
30
I was able to
seconds?
get past this week's
Excuse
random
me?
testing course. But what about the next week or the week after that? There's gonna be some day when they build a jump that I can't do, and I need to get out of here before that happens. Luckily, I've been thinking
Can't he, like, listen. He can just run for it. He can run for that place. Come on. You can do it. Parkour.
of a plan to make my escape. Back in Parkour Civilization, I used parkour to bribe one of the pros, and now I was gonna do it again. Hey, guard!
What do you want, noob?
I got something to show you. Can you come over here?
This better be worth my time, or I'm not feeding you tomorrow. Okay.
Oh.
What?
Oh, nothing really. I just wanted to ask you if I could pay you in
360?
3 diagonal jumps in a row for 5 minutes of
Aw.
free time?
3 in a row?
Yep, 3 in a row. What do you think?
You're definitely not making that.
Man,
but it's
do
not
a
like I care
360.
anyways. Sure.
Like always, parkour can be used to get out of any situation. But now I had
I
one
love
chance
bribes.
to make 3 diagonal jumps in a row, or else I was dead. Come on. 1,
I mean-
2, 3. No way. I actually did it.
Okay, 5 minutes of free time, but you better be back in your cell by the time I get back.
The bribe worked. Now I had 5 minutes to roam
It's
around
gonna take a
Parkour Prison
long
to see if I
time.
could find a way to escape. I had no clue what was gonna happen to me after I escaped, but I didn't have time to think
This
about
is
that
so,
right now.
like,
When I jumped around the prison, I noticed
crazy.
someone doing the random testing course. Wait, is that who I think it is? No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh,
I'm sure
no
you're
way,
fine.
Is the guy who failed the ticket event in front of me?
He's gonna
That
do
was
it.
Nice. I hope he clutches up these glass jumps and makes it back to civilization. Oh, something was strange about this testing course. Why were they using
Oh, I hope he makes it back. No. Oh gosh. Just let him live. Just let him live.
glass for parkour?
Do a flip.
Glass jumps aren't even a thing at the parkour noob level. If noobs have never done glass jumps, why would they use them to test the jumps? I just gotta get out of
I bet you're trying to think of a plan to escape,
Hmm.
right?
What? Escape? What are you talking about? I would never
Bribe
try
him.
to escape.
You're not? I was gonna take you to the portal, but if you don't want
Oh.
to,
This
No, no.
obviously seems like you're trying to set me up.
it's not a setup. No one says you have to stay here. You can leave
Oh.
at any time. Just
Wait, what?
follow me and I'll take you there.
I'm 99% sure.
To be honest, I would be like, you know what? What's the worst can happen? He just pushes me to my death. It's fine. It's fine. You know, just might as well go to the portal, see if it happens. Let's go.
Sure, I'm being led into a trap, but it doesn't matter. If he gets me close to the portal, I'll try to improvise. If this guard was leading me into a trap, I couldn't see what it was. He was already getting me so close to the portal. At this point,
Yeah,
I was
like,
just
might
gonna
as
have to
well.
take a chance and hope that he was telling me the truth. I was now 5 blocks away from going back to Parkour Civilization.
You can leave now if you accept
Okay.
the terms that you can
Oh.
never earn a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro for the rest
Oh,
of your
that
life.
Wait,
okay.
you're saying if I go back to Parkour Civilization now, I can never be a parkour pro?
That's correct. Or you can wait out the remainder of your 49 years here in prison.
So
That's
this was the
crazy.
catch. I could leave Parkour Prison right now, but in return, I could never become a parkour pro. Or I could try to survive
I'm not gonna lie, I can't take him seriously with that face. Every time he comes back and shows his like full model, he's just so happy to be in prison. Oh god.
here for another 49 years. It wasn't worth it to stay. I needed to get out of here. Okay, I've made my decision. I'm gonna go back.
So you accept. Good luck.
This was it.
Good
the
luck.
work was done. I escaped Parkour Prison. But at
I don't
what
know if you
cost?
escaped.
Leaving now meant that I would be a noob for the rest of my life. When I went through the portal,
level
I was
up.
brought back into Parkour Civilization. The
Go back,
portal
go back.
spawned me at the entrance of the Temple of Parkour. This was probably the last time I would
No!
ever step foot in
Damn
this
it.
temple. I had my chance to rank up to become a pro, and I failed. Now I can never earn a ticket ever again.
Now
You know,
parkour.
it's not the worst thing in the world. Now I can just go back to my ordinary life in Parkour Civilization. You know, now that I think about it, it's not the worst
See?
situation in the world. I mean,
Listen, how did you fail that one-on-one jump, huh? What is that? What is that? Is he naked?
at least I still have my mansion. Wait, who is this? I still own this house, right?
No, you don't. This house no
Oh.
longer belongs to you. This parkour noob just purchased this new mansion, so you'll have to leave now.
Wait,
Damn.
this guy just bought my house? How
What
did
is
he
he
do that?
wearing?
Well, you fell and went to Parkour Prison, so you lost the house. When you were down there, this parkour noob bought it.
Bro, really? Wow, so I really don't own this house anymore. Well, this guy can...
Okay, it's for sale now.
Let's go, so I can move back into my house?
After you buy it again, sure.
Oh,
Really? Are you serious?
Oh, come
I have to buy
on.
it again? I went back to the shop to go buy my mansion again, but while I was at Parkour Prison, something bad happened. The prices for houses in my neighborhood went way
Uh-oh.
up. Now, if I wanted to buy my mansion, I would have had to pay for it with a 2-block jump. It was too risky. I was gonna have to find
Nah,
somewhere
risk
else
it.
to live. Fortunately, I found
What do you
another
mean?
shop that was selling wood houses. A bit of a downgrade from the stone house, but it
That's
was all
too
I could afford. I
realistic.
could either do a 1-block fence jump for a small house or a 1.5-block stair jump for a large house. I figured if I'm gonna be living on the noob level for my entire life, I might as well buy the big
It
house.
really is
Luckily,
realistic.
Escaping Parkour
What the
Prison
heck?
gave me the confidence to make the jump easily. Now, I got a mansion in a new neighborhood where, not to my surprise, everyone fell into the void, so it's just me
Oh.
living here. The house is definitely a bit of a downgrade from my previous mansion, but it's still a 2-story house, and it has a painting, which is something you don't
Oh.
really see that often in
That's
Parkour
pretty nice.
Civilization. I just keep wondering what my life would have been like if I actually made it to the pro civilization. Now, I don't think I'll ever figure out what it looks
I
like
hope you
up
feel
there.
better,
I just wish
Eric.
that-
Thank you so much
Whoa,
for being here.
what
Wait,
was
what?
that? When I went to sit in my chair, I backed up against the wall and there was nothing behind me. This painting was covering something. I walked through the
Oh.
painting and it revealed a secret door. For some reason,
I love
this house I
secrets.
bought had some hidden passage. Whoever made this
Oh, oh. Is this how he's gonna get back up there? Ooh, I like it. I like it. I want him to rule the freaking world. Be a dictator. Do it. Do it.
was obviously
Hi,
trying
Zero.
to hide something. But
And I have
what was
maidens,
it?
I
there was
swear.
a ladder that led to the bottom floor, and when I got down there, I
Wait, what?
found a man. Somehow there was already someone living here. By their
That's not
leather
creepy.
boots, I could tell it was a
Huh?
parkour noob. This was obviously some mistake. I went to go leave, but then
Wait, don't leave.
the man spoke to me.
What
He
the
said he's
fuck?
been watching me.
He's been watching me? Excuse me? How were you watching him? How? How were you watching him? That's creepy. This is a horror movie already. Get out. Get out.
I watched you
Hey,
enter
Cheer.
the Temple of Parkour. I think you have what it takes to rank up.
I'm sorry, man. I think you're confused. I can
Creepy
never earn a
man
ticket
lives in
anymore.
the
I'm
walls.
gonna be a parkour noob forever.
No, there is still a way I can get you a ticket.
Wait. What are you talking about?
Oh?
When I was younger, I earned myself a ticket, but I never used it. Instead, I hid it far, far away.
The old man said it wasn't his destiny to rank up to be a pro.
Oh,
but it was
okay.
mine. He brought out a compass and he threw it to me. He told me that if I followed this compass, I'll find the hidden ticket.
Okay, how
This
the
was
heck do you use a
second chance
compass?
I was looking for. I had no way of knowing whether the old man was telling the truth or not, but at this point, I had nothing to lose. Maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. All I know is that I wasn't done with Parkour Civilization just yet. Come on, just one jump at a time and I should be there soon.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, this can't be good.
This is a
Every time. It's this guy. Every time. What is his name? What is his name? Report him to the higher ups. Report him. Be a Karen. Be like, hey, I'm already a noob. Let me do my noobish things, okay? Let me just be a noob. Okay, this is how horror movies start. You follow an old man's advice who's been living in your walls, and then somehow you just get scared every single time. People keep on watching you and then know it every single aspect of you. And then finally you just die. Cause you get killed by the old goddamn man. He's gonna kill him.
parkour checkpoint. Why do you want to leave Parkour Civilization?
If the pro found out why I was really out here, I might go back to Parkour Prison. I was gonna need an excuse. I, just wanted to practice my 2-block jumps.
Listen, noob. Out there, you'd never survive. Besides, what do you need to practice for? You can never rank up, buddy.
Despite my convincing story, it didn't work. I was in big
What?
trouble now. Following this compass is the only possible way I can make it
Nah,
up to
just
the
go.
Parkour Pro Civilization. I was gonna have to
It looks
try
like a big
something
butt.
else.
I told you to go home.
What if I paid you with a backwards jump?
A backwards jump?
Okay,
Oh.
at least he's listening. and
Bribes,
now I get one
bribes.
chance at this. Oh my god, I actually made it. That was crazy.
Wait. No, that was crazy. Move aside and let me try this.
You got it. Just make sure you jump far enough. Oh, shoot. That was not my plan. I thought
Cinema. He was asking too many questions. Okay? Even if he was like the boss of everyone, he's asking too many fucking questions. He needs to be gone.
he was just gonna let me pass.
Was he even a
alright,
pro?
well, I guess that works. Now that I made it past the parkour checkpoint, it was time to go searching for the hidden ticket. That's assuming that
Is
the
it just
ticket I'm looking
straight?
for is even real. After the mysterious old man gave me this
Listen.
compass and told me that it would lead to a ticket to rank up to Parkour Pro
Listen, if an old man is living in your walls and says, hey, you can actually become a pro, and honestly, fuck it, why not? Let's try it. Either it's gonna, like I said, either it's gonna be a start of the horror movie or a start of something better. You're gonna be a dictator.
civilization, I immediately started preparing for the journey.
Or have lots of
'cause
cocaine.
This time, I wasn't gonna fail. The biggest problem I had to solve was my food supply. Parkour noobs only get fed once a day, and if this compass was taking me far away, there
Dude,
was
is
no
he-
way I would survive on
Is that dude ranking up? He was literally a noob. He was literally a noob, and now he's like bossing people around. He's ranking up. You know, he should have done what he did. Just ranked up.
the raw chicken.
Hey,
So
Nathaniel.
for the
How you
past
doing?
week, I've been doing the beef jump every single morning. And for the
Oh.
rest of the day, I tried not to parkour at all so I could save the food. But that's when I almost got caught.
Hold up, what was that sound?
Oh no, I'm starving. This isn't good.
Why are you taking damage?
Uh-oh.
Are you starving?
Starving? No, I'm just in pain.
Take the chicken and
because
run.
I love parkour so much and I wish I could do it all the time.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, love hurts. Well, I hope you feel better.
By some miracle,
What?
the parkour pro bought my excuse. If the
He's
pro
not a
stayed
pro.
around for any longer, I might have starved to death. I had to eat the piece of beef that I just jumped for, but it didn't matter. I had already prepared enough. By rationing my food, I was able to save up 4 pieces of beef
Oh,
for the journey. I
damn.
had no clue whether this would be enough food to survive the trip, but the old man said I had everything I needed. So I guess I was just gonna have to trust
Bitch.
him again. Now it was time
Now
to
you
go
have
searching
3.
for the ticket. Crossing this line of stone means I'm heading into the parkour outskirts. No noob, including myself, has ever been out
play
here,
rivals
and
today.
probably for a good reason. All I know is that the further away you get from parkour civilization, the more dangerous the jumps become. Already, I was starting to see huge chunks of parkour missing. No one knows how the outskirts
Oh,
came
wow.
to be like this, or at least no one down here knows. Unfortunately, the compass kept taking me further and further away from parkour civilization. The old man must have hid the ticket out here knowing that no parkour pro would ever go this deep to retrieve it. I was
Really?
running out of time. I had already been jumping for hours and now
I feel like if it's a parkour pro, they would literally do that. They would be like, you know what? Let's freaking go. Let's do this. Also, I hope you guys don't mind I talk in, like, when he's talking. I'm listening to when he's talking. Also, I have lots of maidens, okay? Just saying, okay? YouTube, do you have maidens? Because if you do, then I do too, okay? But yeah, I talk during when he talks because it's a long time. But also, I'm listening. But why wouldn't the pros want to do this? I think the pros would do that too.
now I'm down to 1 piece of raw beef left. And still, I found nothing. That was until I saw something in the distance. I had no way of knowing, but I had a feeling that this was what I was looking for. In all my time
that's
here
pretty
in Parkour
sick.
Civilization, I have never seen anything like this. This
Dude, it
couldn't
looks
be
like a-
coincidence, which means I
That looks like he has a big hat, or like it's just a butt. Okay, a butt in the air.
was gonna have to go parkour to the top. I haven't really prepared for anything like this. Vertical jumps don't exist naturally down here. The only place I've seen vertical jumps is when I jump for food. Luckily, I made it to the top without falling into the void.
Oh,
I
nice.
didn't see anything at first glance, but when I pulled out my compass, I was in the right place. I didn't get it. The compass
Oh,
was pointing me
is it
to
above
the
you?
exact block I was standing on. The ticket should be here, unless the old man hid the ticket out of sight and put it underground. If I broke this grass block and a parkour pro catches me, I would for sure be going back to prison.
Bitch, they're not coming over there. You just said they're not gonna even be here. Why would anyone want to be there? Okay, tell me. They're not gonna jump 1 by 1 by 2 just to catch your ass. Heck no.
For life this time.
Yeah,
if
how did
I'm
you
gonna
get
have
here?
Any
I
shot
don't know.
at making it up to the parkour pro civilization, I'm gonna take
Booba.
that chance. Well, here goes nothing. I broke the block, and underground there was a chest. I couldn't believe it.
keep
I'd
that
actually
block.
found the ticket. But when I opened the chest, something was wrong. There was no ticket to be found, just
Oh.
a barrier. The old
Oh.
man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the pro civilization. Why would he send me all the way out here to get a barrier block? This
He's
didn't
just
make
la-
any sense. The old
He's
man
just
knew
laughing
I
at
would risk
you.
my entire life for a ticket, but he set me up. There had to be some explanation for this.
Ooh, no, keep the stuff. Keep things. Wait. I would actually take more blocks. I'm not gonna lie. Keep it in, okay? They won't know. They won't know. They're not gonna check you, right?
Well, if I'm lucky to survive the trip back, I can
You
ask
bastard.
him why he sent me all the way out here just to get a barrier block, which is also illegal to have. By some miracle, I made it back to the parkour checkpoint without
He's gonna get
falling.
scammed.
Hey, you. You were the last one to see the pro stationed here. What happened to him?
Oh, well, I showed him a backwards jump, and then he tried it for himself and then fell.
You?
Oh.
A backwards jump? Are you
Do it again.
serious?
Yeah?
Okay, now I have to try. So you just go backwards?
Oh, okay, and he's gone too. Am I
No. You know what? This is a smart idea. Get all the pros just to do this because they're not pros. They're not actually pros, okay? They just want people to think they're pros and make them do the backwards jump, and then that's how you rise. That's how you rise up, okay?
gonna be blamed for this? Fortunately, I made it back to my house and no parkour pro has caught me with the barrier block. Now it's time to ask this old man why in the world he sent me out there to retrieve this. Alright, bro, are you gonna explain to me why what the? When I got down to the basement, the old man was nowhere to be found. All that was left was...
He killed himself. What the fuck? He fucking killed himself. What? He was like, I can't face you anymore. What? And now I want to know why he had the freaking block. Bro. Yes, he did. What the heck? Holy.
a hole in the ground. Did he jump into the void on purpose? I don't understand what's going on. But that's when I paid attention to the item that was left on the ground. I knew
Bro,
what it
that item was
before
the
I
first
even
thing I
picked it
saw.
up. It was a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro. The old man had it on him the entire time, but still sent me to retrieve the barrier block? The old man wanted me to find this barrier for a reason.
He believed
and
in
now
you.
This was the sign
He
that I was ready
believed.
to rank up to become a parkour pro. It was time to head to the parkour temple. I made my way back to the place that I never thought I'd step foot in again. The place where no parkour noob in
Okay, don't fuck
history
it up
has
this
ever
time.
made it out alive. I went ahead and ate my last piece of beef. Just like last time, I was in such a perfect spot. 3 full bars of hunger is exactly what I need to make it to the top. The barrier guarding the temple was up, so I threw in my ticket and the entrance to the parkour temple was now open. All I had to do now was do something that I totally never do, and that's fail 1 block jumps. Okay, I made the
Listen, if you fail this 1 block jump again, we're doing something, okay? And it's not gonna be nice. Okay? It's gonna be rough for you, buddy.
first jump. That's always a good sign. This time around was different. I wasn't gonna let the pressure get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever rank up to the pro civilization. Ah, no. Looking at this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to
Wait. So, like, wasn't the person who was like, oh, you can never, like, you know, get back and be a pro? Like, didn't he die doing the backwards jump? Or, like, was that someone else? I forgot who, like, helped him. Like, will you remember him? Probably not, right? It'll be fine. He'll be fine. It's all gonna be good. It's gonna be fine. He's not gonna, no one's gonna, like, try beat him, right? He's gonna be, like, the only one doing parkour and trying to get to the top. How many people are actually at the top? Like, they just drop like flies, apparently.
becoming a parkour pro starts now. No, this time was different. I
There you go.
successfully
Good
made
job.
the first jump, and for the first time in my life, I was actually on the parkour course. Now, all I had to do was just take it 1 jump at a time. The first section was the stone blocks. So far, I've only encountered 1 block vertical jumps, but they were nothing I couldn't handle. Even though I had been on the course for a good amount of time, I was still ways away from making it to the top.
What if
After I
that old
passed-
man was God? Wait, the old man was God. Okay. He was the creator. Well, okay. We don't know what happened, but he could be the creator and be like, you know what? I'm tired of this. It's time for a change.
Past the stone block section, I moved on to the stone slab section. Slabs aren't too common in the noob level of parkour civilization, but luckily this section wasn't too hard. But it was the next section I was worried about, the stair jump.
changed your
This
name.
next jump I
Hi,
had to
Axel.
complete was by far the hardest jump I've ever seen.
I love
It was a
it.
2-block jump, but I had to go up half a block. But I didn't come all this way to give up. I went for the jump, but I jumped too early. I thought this was it, but by some miracle, a block below me broke my fall, and I only took 2.5 hearts of damage. But that was too close to call. If I was even the slightest bit off, I could have been all the way down there in the void.
Excuse me?
On my second time around, I made the jump. That stair jump essentially
Make
marked the
the
end of the
frickin'
stair
jump.
section, and now I was on the stone walls. Walls were almost never seen
You better make these jumps, you bitch. I swear you better, okay? You must make all these jumps.
At the noob level, but fortunately, I didn't see anything bigger than a 1-block jump for the rest of the way. All I had to do was sneak and stay on the course, and that's
Okay.
when I got to the point when the jump stopped. I was so high off the ground now, but I knew I was at the end. I climbed up the stairs until I was face to face with the entrance to the Parkour Pro
Okay,
civilization.
don't
was
fuck this
it.
up.
I was about to be the first
Oh,
noob
wait.
in history to rank up, but then the
Is that like 1, 2, 3? Is it 3? Barrier block? Is it a 3-block jump? Yeah, I think I would use a barrier block. I'm not gonna lie.
realization hit me. The last jump to get to the Parkour Pro civilization was a 3-block jump.
Hey.
It was impossible. This was
You
why
mean
no
impossible?
noob
You did
has
4 or
ever ranked
1.
up to become a pro. The course was impossible to begin with. But then I remembered the barrier. This is what the old man wanted me to use it for. He knew the course was impossible, and he wanted to give me a chance to rank up. I placed down the barrier block, and I made the 2-block jump. I did it. I actually
Let's
did it. I was the first noob in history to ever complete
Okay,
this course. No one at the bottom
Just don't look down. I would leave. At that point, I'd be like, I would even look over there. I would accidentally fall. I would accidentally fall. I'm not gonna lie. I would if I looked behind me, going down, I'll be back in jail. It's over.
level knows what society is
Bones.
like up here, and I was gonna be the first one to figure it out. What was it gonna be like? Was I actually gonna be able
Move
to
forward.
see the sky? Well, I guess we'll find out. I walked up to the stone walls, and the doors opened, revealing a room I've never seen anything like before.
Oh, that's
I
pretty.
turned the corner, and I saw a parkour pro just standing there. Hi.
What the? Who are you? Where did you come from? I'm the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just beat the course and ranked up.
Wow, I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and throw your leather boots in the lava.
All right, time to get my iron boots.
Yes, sir. One ranked up. A noob
Oh.
by the name of Evbo. Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on him.
And that was
Ooh.
it. That was the last time I would ever wear
Ooh, now things are getting crazy. How do you guys think it's gonna go? Do you think they're gonna try stop him because they don't want new people coming up and like see like what it's actually become? I'm not entirely sure. This is actually pretty exciting.
leather boots again for the rest of my life. From the looks of it, I only
I would
had
die
one
from the
more
lava.
jump to go. But this time there were dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava, and I was equipped with iron boots. I
Oh.
was officially a parkour pro. After I went through, I saw one more jump that led to some barrels. What is this for?
It's for food. You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a 1-block jump for food? That's amazing. I opened the barrels to see something that I've never seen before. Cooked meat?
Take
And
it all.
Of these. In my
Take it
entire
all.
life living on the noob level, I've never seen a piece of cooked beef. And now, as a parkour
I would
pro,
take
I
them
can
all.
fully replenish my hunger bar.
Let's
That meant I could sprint now. Oh man, this is crazy.
Congratulations on becoming a parkour pro. You can now head up those steps and begin your life in Parkour Pro Civilization.
Those were the exact words I wanted to hear. This is it. When I walk up these steps, I will be at the top level of
Are you sure? Are you sure you're gonna be able to like walk them up? Walk those steps? Walk them up? What the heck is wrong with me? Oh, you've seen this? Yeah, no spoil, no spoil. Man, like, I don't know, like, it's so pretty. Okay, aside from the story, like, this is so pretty. Whoever made these, amazing.
parkour civilization. When I walked into the temple,
feel like I'm watching someone
immediately saw
climb a
massive
corporate
statues.
ladder.
These statues looked like they were showing the parkour noobs and the parkour pros. They even had their boots on. This place is insane. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, look
Gold.
at these statues.
Who-
What the? Gold
What's that?
boots? Who wears gold boots? This doesn't
Diamond.
make any
Wait, where's the diamond? Wait, who's at the top? Who's the diamond? Okay, we know that there's diamond boots in this game. So there's the copper, there's the iron, and now gold. Come on, what's going on? Is diamond mean God?
sense. What is
God's
this?
God. Oh, diamond!
Am I not at the top of parkour civilization?
Heck no!
Hey, parkour delivery.
Let's go, my parkour delivery is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour delivered to my house.
Hey, did you order parkour construction to this house?
Yes, sir, that's me. I ordered the 6-block tall slime jump to my bedroom.
Slime
Sounds
jump?
good. Where do you want it built?
Let's see. I think this would be a good place for it. You think you can build it right there?
Oh, sure. I can make that happen.
To think just a few days ago I was a parkour noob and now I'm getting custom
Oh my
parkour
God.
jumps installed in my house is
That was a weird sound. Also, your house? It kind of reminds me of like corporate kind of thing, you know? Like, you know those movies where it's like in a crazy place, how do I, like future, where everything is so bleak and everything's the same. It's kind of like that. It kind of reminds me of that.
crazy.
Hi,
This look good?
hi, Mac.
Yep, I think it's perfect. Hey, thanks man for parkouring all the way out here.
Sure. You got my payment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was 4 1 blocks in a row, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Thank you very
Wow.
much.
And my tip?
Your tip?
Really? Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
If you're a parkour pro, it's always expected that you tip when you buy something. Oh, I hope I make this. Oh, that was close.
Oh, wow. A 360? Yeah,
Oh.
you're good, man. Thanks.
And like most things in parkour civilization, the way you tip
Oh, wow,
is with
really?
more parkour. Luckily, I
360,
survived
that's
that payment for the
crazy.
jump installed in my house. If I missed any one of those jumps, I would have fallen back down to the parkour noob level, and my journey to become a pro would have been
What
for
the-
nothing.
oh my
But I
gosh,
won't say it
that's
wasn't worth
sick.
it, because now I can practice slime jumps anytime I want inside of my house.
Wait,
And
that's
this is
so
how my
sick.
new life is as a pro in parkour civilization. Nope.
That looks so sad. That looks so bleak, but that's like what how apartments are looking like recently. Do you just see buildings on top of buildings? Where's the trees? Where's anything? Ugh. But no, it kind of reminds me of like actual places. Like an actual apartment.
Parkour noob at the bottom level knows what life is like up here.
Any
Except I was
trees?
the only one to rank up and become a part of parkour society. To rank up to a parkour pro, I had to be the first noob in history to beat an impossible
But you're not a
parkour
pro,
course.
are you?
When I got to the top, I got my iron boots and I was officially a pro. I thought I had made it. I thought I was at the top of parkour civilization. But that's when I realized I truly knew nothing about the world I was living in. My journey to getting to the top of parkour civilization wasn't even close to being done. Now, I was about to discover what life was like on the second layer of parkour civilization. At
so
the
there's
parkour
probably, like,
pro
4.
level, everywhere you look is a 2-block jump. When I was a parkour
I would, looking down at that from like the base one, that would trip me up. That would actually trip me up. They should have something else over there. That's so trippy. That's crazy.
noob, I thought 2-block jumps were extremely hard. But now that I could sprint, I realized they were almost like 1-block jumps. Something about the pro level felt different. Maybe it was the fact that when I was a noob, I would see dirt in the sky. But now there's nothing above me. And that's when I
Oh, I
looked back
get
at the
it.
parkour temple. There was still a world above me, and now it was way higher up. But there was something else that was different. I was staring down at the house I used to live in. When I was down on the noob level, I would look up and all I would see is dirt. But somehow on the pro level, I could look down. And I could only assume
Yeah,
that the
that's
same
so
goes for the layer
interesting.
above me. Now that I was adjusted to my surroundings, it
Huh.
was time to go searching for a place to buy a house. That was assuming that
Is it because like the reason why they look up is because it's like so far up that's like merging together? Huh. That's interesting. I was wondering like how do they see? That's
life still worked like that up here. When I took a look around, all I
Oh,
saw were the
gosh.
same identical buildings. Maybe this time I wouldn't be getting a mansion. But that's when I found a building that looked different, and it definitely didn't look like a house. When I walked inside the building, sure enough, it was a shop to buy a new house.
Hey, aren't you the noob who ranked up?
That
What
would
the-
be me.
Oh yeah, I thought it was you. I'm selling houses today. Choose one you want to buy.
Let's go. It's time to buy my first house as a parkour pro. Let's see what these prices are. I can get one house for a 2-block
Wait,
jump.
only
Oh,
one-
that's super cheap. All right, what is this one over here? I can get one house for a 2.5 block jump. Okay,
Wait,
that's
what?
a little
So it's
more
a-
expensive. And
it's
this
a
last
house.
one is one house for a 3-block. Wait, why are these all the same?
yeah, they're all the same house. They're just one house. Like what's the difference?
All of these options are for the same house.
Oops, busted. I was trying to get a little more profit.
Why would anyone fall
Wow.
for that? Since there was only one house to buy, I obviously went with the cheapest option and bought my first house. With a
You're like
2-block jump.
what?
Congrats on buying your first house as a parkour pro. Let me
But-
take
but
you to it.
I am
Let's
short.
go. Since
Hi,
all
shorty.
the houses were identical, it was no surprise that I got one that looked like this.
You're all set to move in. Feel free to call the parkour delivery service if you want your jumps changed.
A parkour
Oh, that's
delivery
pretty
service? Let's go. Being
So
a
we
parkour pro-
saw the delivery service. I wonder how long like it is kind of like going to be over here though. You know what I mean? It'd be so interesting.
was awesome. The living room in my house had 2 one-block jumps, and the entire house itself was 3 stories tall. Looks like 3 jumps to get to my bed on the top floor.
Hey, it's your neighbor. Can I come in?
Oh,
Excuse
sure.
me?
Thanks. You're that Evbo guy, right? You're
Jump,
the noob who
jump,
beat the
jump.
course and ranked up?
Yeah, that's me. I'm the first one to do it, I guess.
I can't believe you're my neighbor. That's crazy. Well, you probably
He never said he had neighbors when they were saying he was getting stuff delivered. So jump, 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 jump.
have questions about life up
These
here, right?
pros.
Anything you want to know?
Yeah, one actually. What happens when we fall? What is the punishment for missing a jump at the pro level?
You
Hey,
go
wanna
down
see?
a level. If you miss a jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to beat the course again.
Okay, so I
Oh.
can never fall, noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you. Here, come with me.
My neighbor started telling me everything
okay.
there was to know about parkour civilization. He brought me back to the parkour temple where all the statues were. He
That's
explained
pretty
how
sick.
Parkour
I
civilization
still-
starts at the noob level, and at level 2 you become a parkour pro. Then
Jump,
there
jump,
were the parkour
jump, jump.
masters. If you were
The
lucky enough to rank
masters,
up,
okay.
You get gold boots and you become a master.
Wait, with
neighbor said
diamond.
that parkour masters never come down to the pro level, but if they do ever come down, it's a parkour pro's nightmare. He said the parkour masters are ruthless. And then he walked over to the largest statue,
Elites?
the one with the diamond boots. He said that this was the parkour champion. He
Damn
said
it,
that
okay.
most people down
I was about to be like kind of like Pokemon, you know, there's elites and stuff like that. Okay, champions. Well, technically it's like kind of like Pokemon, right? The champions are like the highest that you want to beat. That's pretty sick. I like that.
here don't even believe that the champion is real. But the stories
Wait,
say
it's just
there
one
can
person?
only be one parkour champion.
Oh.
Whoever that was lives at the top of parkour civilization.
Fight to the
which means
death.
if I was gonna make it to the top, I would have to become a parkour champion. My first day as a parkour
Hell
pro
yeah.
was strange. For once, no one was at my door making me parkour for food. But then the question was, how do I get food now? Or what do I even do? I saw that there was another pro going somewhere, so I decided to follow him. Soon after, I saw another pro going in the same direction, which meant they were probably heading to something
Okay, so
important.
you do have
After jumping
neighbors.
for a few minutes, I saw what they were heading to. They were
What is
all
that?
heading to this massive structure in the distance. When I got closer, I saw that there was a bunch of parkour pros lined up for something. Whatever this place was, these parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps to get here. Fortunately, I didn't fail any of these jumps and I made it into the line. I must have
The fact that he jumped and then jumped again scares me.
woken up late to whatever this was because I was the last one to show up. At this point, I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but that's when I saw what everyone was waiting in line for. There was a dispenser at the end of the structure. The pro in front of me
Drugs?
picked up 2 items, but the only thing I saw them holding was a piece of paper. What could be so valuable about that piece of paper that people would wait in line this long for? When it was my
You
turn,
roll it up. You roll it up.
I clicked the button and I got a piece of steak. So this is how the parkour pros get food.
Farm?
Then I received the piece of paper. The paper said farm work equals 15 minutes.
What does
And
that
this is
mean?
when I realized how life was different on the pro level of parkour civilization. Instead of parkouring for food like the noobs do, the pros parkour for work. Just like the guy who sold me
Oh,
my
that's pretty
house,
sick.
the guards in Parkour Prison, or even the pros that fed me every day. They were all just completing their daily task that they got
Oh, okay. I like that. That's interesting.
from this piece of paper. And now for my first daily task, I was assigned to work on the farm. Before this, I had never seen an animal in Parkour
Oh, that's
Civilization,
so
but this is the
cute.
place they were all kept.
Wait, I think that's a fun thing. You're gonna like, feed the cows and pigs and stuff like that and chicken, right? You're not gonna kill them, right? Please don't. Please don't. This is just a chill time. You're gonna have a nice friend and stuff like that. You're gonna be all sweet with them. You're not gonna kill them. You're gonna be their friend.
This place was responsible for feeding all of the parkour pros and all of the parkour noobs. And it should be no surprise that in Parkour Civilization, even the animals had to do a parkour course.
Excuse me?
My daily task meant that I had to watch all of the animals that did the parkour course. Oh man, this job
What? Wait, what? They're gonna parkour?
is terrible. Then I'm just gonna have to watch a cow fall off and die. Whoa, what the? Oh my god, this cow is cooking.
Never mind. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I did not know. What? What was that? What's that cow on? What the heck? Hi V, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid. How is everything? How is your stream? How's your subathon? I adore you. We have to play sometime, by the way. We're just watching Minecraft by Surviving Parkour Civilization. Right now we're like almost an hour in. It's pretty fun. This cow is better than me. This cow is literally better than me at parkouring. Like, what? Huh? Like, what's going on? That's crazy. I'm in awe. I was like, you know what? That cow's just gonna jump off. Like, what the heck? Can we just see more of these like animals doing parkour, please? Like, that's literally so freaking sick. Also, let me just BRB for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I have to get some water.
And how did he even do that? The parkour pros only eat the meat from the animals that complete the parkour course. They say it enhances your parkour abilities. As for the other animals that don't make the course, well, that's where the meat comes from on the noob level. And some noob's gonna have to eat that.
That's crazy.
Wow, not say I missed that. Parkour pros do their daily tasks for a reason. Once you've completed the task that you got on your piece of paper, you take it to the training grounds. This place is basically the only reason parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only place in Parkour Civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about falling to the lower level. The entrance to the training grounds is blocked by a barrier, and the only way in is to throw in your slip of paper once you've completed the work. The daily task I completed gave me 15 minutes of practice time. That meant for the next 15 minutes, I could practice any parkour jump I could possibly think of. Here, you have the ability to build any parkour jump you want. But with this being my first day as a parkour pro, I didn't even know what I needed to practice. So I just decided to do the jumps that people left here. It seemed like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But what scared me the most is what I saw over here. Someone was practicing not one, but multiple 3-block vertical jumps. It almost seemed impossible to do even one. But if someone was practicing these jumps, that could only mean one thing, that the way up to become a parkour master would be nearly impossible. If I was gonna have any shot at ranking up to become a master, I was gonna have to spend much more time in here practicing. Another beautiful day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been here for a few days, I feel like I haven't really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my life, I don't even have to go outside to parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece of steak. I'll still have full hunger for days. And now, instead of being bullied by all the parkour pros like I was down at the noob level, I can just do anything I want and no one's here to punish me.
I feel like that's why like a lot of the pros died, because they didn't know how to do like a lot of the stuff. So they're not technically pros, they're like intermediate, I think it's called. So like that's why they just kind of like didn't survive that much.
Hey, you want to come with me to get our daily jobs? I don't want to be late.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do my daily task. I think I'm just gonna chill today, honestly.
What do you mean you're gonna chill? You're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are you sure about that?
What? I mean, no one says we have to, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I just have never seen anyone not do their daily tasks.
Well, maybe I'm teaching the parkour pros that they don't have to parkour all the time. But later that day, I realized I made a huge mistake. What in the world is that sound? Bro, come on, I was just trying to sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry. You gotta get out here now. Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa, what's going on? Be late for what? Wait, where are you going?
Monka S, what's going on?
In the direction that my neighbor was going. And that's when I saw a bunch of parkour pros lined up, standing completely still. I had no clue what was going on, but I followed my neighbor.
That's terrifying.
And soon I got in line with all of the other parkour pros. No one was saying anything. Hey, can anyone tell me what's going on?
Dude, don't say anything and look straight ahead.
Why? Can't someone...
Bro, what is this, a cult? Like, what's going on?
Just explain what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead, someone dropped down from the sky.
Gold!
It was a parkour master.
One of you was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task. Who was it?
Oh no, I'm done for. Why does this have to be me?
Uh-oh.
As the parkour master interrogated each and every one of the parkour pros, knowing that sooner or later he was going to show up where I was.
You. What was your task?
My task? I was selling houses to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task. Prepare for a parkour battle.
A parkour battle?
A battle? Hey, yo, wait, this is like a dance battle, but parkour? Hey, let's go.
Parkour battle starts now.
This is just great. Why does my first parkour battle have to be against a parkour master?
For my first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block jump.
Okay, a 3-block.
Wait, why is this so funny? For my first attack, I'm gonna do this. What is this, like Yu-Gi-Oh? Pokemon? Like, this is cute. I like that.
Jump, that's doable. I think I can survive this round. In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that people fight each other with more parkour. If someone attacks you with a jump and you don't make it, you pay the price.
Oh,
this
shit.
isn't good. I'm already down 4 hearts.
I gave you an easy one, but I guess this is going to be over faster than I thought.
Uh-oh.
Get ready for my next attack.
The worst part about parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend one of their attacks. And by the looks of this next jump, I probably won't be attacking the parkour master at all.
Your turn. 4 blocks by 3
Your
blocks,
turn,
diagonal
bitch.
jump.
All right, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this is so far. How did
You can do it.
this first try? I was hoping I would get lucky.
Aw,
but
dang it.
Luck wasn't on my side.
Oh,
The
no.
second attack hit me, and I was down to 2 hearts.
This is too fun for me. One more attack, and
No.
you're gone forever.
Don't
Parkour
die,
Master was
please.
right. If I failed to defend one more
Do the 360 move. Come on, you can do it. Don't fail. Don't fail.
attack, it's game over for me. All I could hope for now is that the parkour master fails this last jump. That way, I could actually have a chance to attack. No way he makes this first try. Oh god, he made it.
This is it for you, Parkour Pro. A 3-block vertical jump to decide your fate.
This was it. My entire journey in Parkour Civilization came down to this one jump, and it was a 3-block vertical jump.
Come on, you can do this.
When I ranked up to become a Parkour Pro, my days of parkouring to survive were over, but I soon realized I knew nothing about parkour
You
society.
can do this.
Even as a
Come on,
pro,
buddy.
I wasn't even close to being at the top of Parkour Civilization. The Parkour
How do you
Pros
miss
were
all
the
your
workers of
jumps, though?
society. Every day, we would get a new daily job to complete, and I found out the hard way what happens if you skip your job, because the one day I didn't get my daily task, a parkour master came down and challenged me to a parkour battle. And now I have to do the hardest jump I've ever done in my life if I want to live. This was it. All my work to rank up to become a parkour pro was gonna be for nothing if I didn't make this jump.
Come on, make
but
it.
At least I was gonna die trying. I took a deep breath and I jumped. What?
Let's
Is
go.
this real? I did it.
Let's
I made a 3-block vertical jump.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we
Oh.
both know your fate. Get ready to attack me.
The parkour master was right. All I did was buy myself a little time. How was I going to be able to do a
Hi,
jump
Mag.
that the parkour master couldn't do? And if I make it
360,
too easy, the parkour
backwards.
master will just get another chance to attack me.
Oh.
I got lucky last time, but I don't think I'd survive another attack from the parkour master. For my first attack, I built a 1-block jump and I did a 360.
a 360!
Maybe there was a
Let's
chance this would work.
go.
Wow,
Let's
a 360?
go.
I've never done that
Let's
before, but if you did it,
go.
it can't be that hard.
Let's go.
You can
He's
do it.
never
You can
done
do it.
Before. I needed him to fail this jump.
What? How?
Oh.
Who even does 360s? What is this?
By some miracle, my attack against
He's the chosen one. He's the chosen one. You can get to be the champion. Be the champion.
the parkour master was successful. I think I found his weakness. He couldn't do a 360. This was my chance. I just had to make sure that I kept making my jumps. For my
Wait, so
next
is it
attack,
to the
I built
death?
a 2-block jump. I've never even made this jump before, but my entire life depended on it. I jumped, and I successfully
Let's
made
go.
a 2-block jump with the 360.
This is ridiculous. How are you doing these jumps?
I watched as the parkour master tried to defend against my attack, but once again, the 360 was too difficult for him.
How is this
Can't
to the
be
death?
possible. How are you beating me?
Now, both the parkour master and I were at 2 hearts. The next person to land an attack would win the parkour battle. Alright, you ready for a 3-block jump with a 360?
No, stop. I yield. You win the
Oh.
parkour battle.
What?
Let's
Are you
go.
serious? No way. I actually won the parkour battle? Somehow I beat a parkour master.
Because you beat me, I have some
I still can't take him seriously with the freaking face whenever he shows himself.
something that can help you rank up to become a parkour master.
I could become a parkour master? The
Yes.
master said that the course to becoming a parkour master would be impossible, but he had something that could help me along the way.
Drugs?
He pulled out an item and threw it on the ground. I went to pick it up, and I figured out that it was a totem of undying. He said somewhere in the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it. He told me to go attempt the course to rank up and find this jump. He said to find any information about the secret to completing that jump, because if I can figure out how to make the jump,
Stone.
I could rank up to become
Drugs.
a parkour master. This was insane. Earlier today, I didn't even know parkour battles existed, and somehow I won my first battle. Not just
Dude,
against
just
anyone,
looking
but a
down is just
parkour
trippy.
master. And now I actually have a reason to go back to the parkour temple and try to do the course to become
That's
a
pretty
parkour
sick.
master. I didn't like thinking about the fact that that wasn't the course to rank up. That was just the path to get up to the temple. But I wasn't going to make the journey up the temple just yet. Not only did I need food to get my health back, but I needed
need
to
hearts.
do my daily task. I barely escaped with my life after missing 1 day of work, so I wasn't going to do that
Feed
again. And
noobs.
today, my task was feed noobs. I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro, I've never made my way back down to the noob level yet. I wonder if anything's changed down there since I ranked up.
Wait, how
If
do you
you're a
get
pro in
down?
Parkour Civilization and you fall, you'll lose your rank and become a noob again. But you can still go down to the lower level. There's just a different way. This is the first time I'd been back to this part
Okay,
of the parkour
how?
temple since
Is it
I
like an
ranked up,
easy way?
And now that I was a pro, I had access to a different doorway that I've never seen before. This new path led to a giant staircase that would take me back down to the
Oh, that's
noob
pretty
level.
sick.
If I missed one of these jumps, I would for sure die, but fortunately, 1-block jumps are too easy for me now that I'm a parkour pro.
Too
When I got
easy,
to the
bruh.
bottom, I collected everything I needed in order for me to complete my daily task. It's crazy to think that I'm still the only one to have ever completed this course, but the barrier I used still should be there, so maybe someone else will. This is so strange. I once lived in this neighborhood. That was once my mansion, and now as a parkour pro, I can see what
Wait.
it really looks like from down here.
Oh, wait. So it's a bit. Okay, that makes more sense of like why. I see.
When I lived
Okay.
here, I was the only one that lived in my
Hi, Shadow.
neighborhood, or at least the only one left. So does anyone live here
Oh, it's
anymore?
not
Hello?
cringe.
Anyone home?
It's just like a little movie.
Okay, I
It's
guess
cute.
not. Maybe someone bought my mansion? I don't know. Hello? Anyone here?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah,
no way,
yeah.
Someone actually does live here. All right,
Let's
time to
go.
set up the jumps. Let's see, 1-block jump for raw chicken, and then the 1-block vertical jump for raw beef. Man, I can't believe I'm actually doing this job now. All right, mandatory
Who is
parkour
it?
check.
Oh, great. It's you.
You're a
Let's fucking go. He's back.
parkour noob now? Weren't you just at my house? Yeah, you delivered my parkour to me.
What?
So what happened?
What do you think happened, genius? You just paid me a huge tip, and I was so happy. And then I fell out the front door.
Hey man, well,
Oh.
you know, I ranked up, so you could too. All right, so now you have to choose
Bye,
your
Shadow.
jump.
Thank you
Think
so
I
much for
don't
being
know what to
here.
do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance.
Oh,
You're
it's
a parkour
him.
noob, and you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot.
At least he got the chicken. He can like roast it on the fire, I think, right? Around the lava.
Oh, man, that sucks. Dang, now he has to spend another 50 years in Parkour Prison.
Oh,
well.
that's
After
kinda
only
funny.
Finding 2 noobs to feed, I went back to the
How do you
other
get more
neighborhood where
people?
I found the old man. It just seems so weird that he disappeared out of nowhere. I wanted to see if there's a chance that he came back. But when I got to the house, a parkour master walked out the front door. Luckily,
Oh.
I wasn't spotted. What was a parkour master doing all the way at the noob level? And
Monk
why
us.
did he come from this house? When I thought the coast was clear, I made my way over. This
When
couldn't
you
be a
thought?
coincidence. This is the only house I've seen with a secret room, and now a parkour master shows up here? Does the master even know about the secret room? I went to go inside, but something was wrong. There was no secret doorway. It was
Oh.
gone. I was sure this
Bro. Maybe it was all a dream. Maybe it was all a dream and it was all in your head, okay? We're just gonna take it like that, okay? That's how you got up. It was all a dream. You made it all. You're good. You're good. Don't tell anyone.
was the right house. That parkour
not-
master must
not
have
that
been
it was
there
a
to block
dream.
up the entrance.
It was a
I
dream.
sat there thinking about what
It was all a dream, okay? There's no way. You don't tell anyone. You don't need to tell anyone. It's okay, okay? No one needs to know.
why the parkour master would do
Hi,
that,
kitty.
but nothing made sense to me. But that didn't matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily task, it
You're
was time
cute.
to try the course to rank up to become a parkour master and find this
Hi.
impossible jump. I got back up to the pro level, dropped off my daily task paper, and got ready to climb the parkour temple. Now, I had one thing to worry about, and that was
Drugs.
making this initial course to get into the temple. I wasn't worried about falling. I was worried about wasting my totem of undying. The parkour master said that I would not survive the impossible jump. So if I got to that jump with no totem of undying, then this entire journey would be for nothing. I scaled my way up the side of the parkour temple until I got to the very top. Most of the
How many of you guys would actually try to do this? Like, do something like this? Not in real life, but like in like Minecraft. If there's like a like an event where you could try to like be the top parkour, would you do it? Honestly, I would. You would? I feel like I would just stay in the noob and like die. Like, obviously, to make it like fair for the first level, it's possible. Because remember, like, the first time that he jumped, like, it was like literally impossible because you couldn't sprint. Sounds fun, so I would try it. Okay. Like, it sounds like, it does sound fun. I know I would probably lose it all, but this sounds like a fun event I would actually love to be a part of. Come on, VTubers, let's try and make it happen. Oh, yeah, that would be kind of fun.
Jumps were 2
You'll be the
block
old
vertical
man in the
jumps, but towards the end, I had to make this 3-block jump. Now,
Yeah.
I couldn't afford to make any mistakes. That's when I made the last jump, and I was inside the parkour temple.
was
What's crazy
inside.
is that none of those jumps were a part of the real course to rank up. This was the real course. Already, at first glance, I was seeing
What is
blocks
that?
I've never
Trees!
seen used in parkour before, but I was expecting that. There's a reason why almost no pros even attempt this course, and that's because it's so dangerous. Fence
wow.
jumps, trapdoor jumps, and ladder jumps. The jumps just kept getting harder and harder the more I looked at it.
That's
but I
crazy.
wasn't here to rank up. All I was here to do was find the impossible jump that the parkour master told me about. If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a parkour master. I climbed to the top of the ladder, and now I was really at the start of the course.
Okay, so-
Any fall from this height would result in death. And of course, I have to do fence jumps as the very first section. I held out my totem of undying, and I climbed on the course to begin. Fence jumps were my worst nightmare, but so far I've made 3 in a row.
Okay.
But I soon realized that's all.
So I'm guessing what he has to do is basically, he already said it, but like find the impossible and then go all the way back, I guess? Or does he want to like what does he want to do? Does he want to find it and then go back to his house, get some more food, and then try it again? Like, I'm not entirely sure what he wants.
I needed to do because I think I found the impossible jump.
Is it just
What
this?
is this jump? Is this a 4-block vertical fence jump? There's no way this is the right way, right? But there was nowhere else to go. This was clearly the right path, but this jump it had to be
Oh my
impossible.
God.
Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the jump, but got nowhere close to even making it. That was it. That was my one chance to use the totem of undying, and I'm just hoping that was the jump he was talking about. Now, I had to study the jump, and I knew just the way to do that.
Wait,
Fortunately, it was my neighbor who was
Wait, why couldn't you just go back? Like go back and then remake it, you know?
working as the parkour delivery service today. Hey, I need a jump built in my house. Follow me. I need to show you what it looks like. All right, so for the jump I need built, it's kind of a little ways away.
Oh man, is the parkour jump all the way up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor
I'll
all the
tip
way
you
up into
good.
the parkour temple.
Yeah,
and
in the
showed him
practice
jump
place,
I
yeah.
wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after paying for his services, I now have this impossible parkour jump inside my own house. Now I can study this jump every single day.
But-
It turns out the jump was a 3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns into a 4-block. It
Oh,
was
wow,
actually
okay.
impossible. So what was I missing here? I couldn't just
So like, why are you practicing it when you can? Why not put it lower in your house? What? Put it lower so you don't die.
practice this jump because parkour civilization laws state all jumps inside your home must have a risk of dying. So
What?
practicing wasn't gonna be my best option.
What the-
This doesn't make any sense. I'll think about it tomorrow, I guess. I was gonna leave it, but that's
You
when
have-
I slipped. No! For my
No, it's because there's a risk of dying. You have to have a risk. What?
entire life, I've been parkouring to survive. That's how any of us survive in parkour civilization. If you don't make the jumps, you pay
Damn
the
it.
price. But no matter how many people I've seen fall, that never stopped me from believing that I could parkour all the way to the top of society. I was the
Did he
first
actually
noob
fall?
to ever rank up to become a parkour pro. I beat a parkour master in my first parkour battle, and I even found the impossible jump that the parkour master told me to look for. The worst part is I was so close. I actually thought I could be a champion one day, but one jump can change everything. No! I thought I was dead until I wasn't. What? How am I alive? My journey in parkour
Excuse
civilization
me?
should have ended. I was supposed to die there, but a barrier block caught my fall. This barrier block had to have been placed by someone,
Oh.
right? Unless it wasn't. The guy who came to deliver parkour used a device that copied every single block
Wait a
from
second.
the impossible jump. That had
Oh, wait. So there is. Wait, can you break? Wait, can you break the? Oh, stuff fell. But can you break the barrier block? That'd be so interesting. Wait, can you break it and then bring it back to actually use it? That'd be kind of cool that you can do it. And like they didn't even check. Like no one's there to check if you like have anything over there. So like that would make way more sense.
to be it. The barrier
Oh, he's
was
cheating.
from the
I
impossible
love
jump.
cheating.
This is what the parkour master wanted me to find. It was the way to get past the impossible jump. And now that I know about it, I can actually rank up to become a parkour master. This means I was gonna have to prepare. I couldn't believe it. Just a few minutes ago, I was about to
Are
fall
only
down
available
back to
in
the noob
creative
level
mode?
and become a parkour noob forever. And now I'm preparing to rank up again to become a parkour master. Alright, let's see what my daily task is today. Parkour course building. Okay, definitely cannot skip that. The last time I tried skipping my daily task, I was assigned parkour course building, and that resulted in a parkour master challenging me to a parkour battle where I barely survived, so I'm not gonna do that again. So far, this was the first time I've done a daily task that was located in Parkour Prison.
Confirmed
and the
cheater.
only way to get there is by jumping in the void. Ever since I escaped
Listen. In Minecraft, I will cheat, okay? I am not for the parkour. I would die. I would not be able to survive, okay? If there's a barrier block, I will use it and I will cheat to get up there. Okay? That's the only way I'm gonna survive anything.
this prison, I've never been back, and now I'm working here.
Oh, finally you're here. I thought you were never gonna show up. The parkour masters want another glass course made, and make sure you don't make the jumps too easy. There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison, so I'll just
What
grab
the-
one of them to do the course.
There's only 2 noobs left in
What?
Parkour Prison? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. In Parkour Civilization, the Parkour
And now
pros
my
are
Oshi
responsible
cheating?
for building new parkour courses for the Parkour Masters. And since the pros would never want to try these courses on their own, the prisoners of Parkour Prison are used instead.
Oh my gosh,
No
it's
way,
him!
it's you again!
And you think you're so
There's
good
no
now.
way.
Just wait till I rank up.
Oh,
What?
shoot.
Just wait.
I'm sorry, man, but you gotta be the one to do random parkour testing today.
Why can't you pick the old guy? He's like 100 years old.
Old
Look, man,
guy?
I don't make the rules. You just gotta do the course.
This is too easy. I'm making it out of here.
No, no. Oh, no, he's gone for real this time. All right, daily task completed.
This is why you don't have an ego, guys. This is why you don't have a freaking ego. Learn from him. Not only maidenless, but a cheater. I'm not. Okay, listen. I'm not a cheater. Okay, I make ways to make it easier for me. Okay.
One step closer to becoming a parkour
Let his
master.
ego grow.
May
He's
you
dead.
Save us all, Evbo.
After a few more days of completing more daily tasks,
What?
I was getting closer to attempting the course to rank up to become a master. I had been planning this out carefully. I wasn't just gonna go into the hardest parkour course of my life unprepared. I had saved 4 of my daily task papers to take to the parkour training grounds. As
Okay.
a parkour pro, each daily task you complete gives you 15 minutes of practice time. Since I saved up, I have now 1 hour to practice as much parkour as I
Oh,
could.
smart.
This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying. Because once I step foot into the parkour temple to become a master, there would be no turning back. All of this preparation is relying on the fact that there actually is a secret path to get past the impossible jump. But I've come too far and I've been through too much to give up now. I have to believe there's a
It's
way
pretty
to rank
sick.
up. I tried practicing every jump that I remembered from the parkour temple. Most of the jumps I saw were
Dude,
either
he has a
fences,
crazy memory.
trapdoors, or ladders, and I used
No,
my
thank you
entire
so
time in
much.
the training
Mwah.
grounds
Kiss,
practicing
kiss.
those
I
jumps.
appreciate
By the
it.
end of the hour, I felt like I had unlocked parkour abilities I've never had before. I was speedrunning through fence jumps and trapdoor jumps easily. 3-block
Oh,
jumps
shit.
weren't even a challenge for me by the end of my training, and that's how I knew
What
that
about
it
the
was time
4?
to head to the parkour temple and do the course to become a
Don't show me
parkour
your
master.
face.
Yes, sir. He's heading to the parkour temple now. Don't worry, sir.
Dude, where did you come from? He was like the first person he saw when he passed the test. Okay, what are you doing there, buddy? What are you
I have
doing there?
something planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
This was it. It was time to
You
start the
bastard.
journey up the parkour temple. The last time I made this climb, I had a totem of undying for a second chance. But this time around, there would be no second chances. This was my last and only run. If I don't make every single one of these jumps in the parkour course, this would be the last view I ever have of parkour civilization. But that's how parkour life is. You either rise or you fall. You can never stay in the same place. And
Hunger
I decided
Games.
that I was going to be the one to rise. I got to the top of the ladder and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall from this height would be the death of me. But the fence jumps weren't what I was worried about. It was
Okay.
this, the impossible jump.
how do
This
you-
is when I find out if the secret path is real or not. I studied where the barrier block was in my house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence. If I jumped, I would miss the block. And that's assuming
Okay, so like there is a barrier over there. So how did the what is it masters know? They just guessed? Huh.
it was even there. But there's only one way to find out. I walked off the ledge and I was alive. Was here. The secret path
let's
was
go.
real. Now I knew it was possible. It was possible to become a parkour master.
Okay,
I looked around
where's
for
the
where to
other
go next,
ones?
And I saw the outline of a barrier 3 blocks to my left. And I saw the staircase of barriers that would lead up back onto the parkour course. I've never done invisible parkour before, but there's a first time for everything.
Wait, that's so
I
smart.
made the 3-block jump and I was on the secret path. I didn't understand.
Does this make him a cheater if it's already there? I don't think he's cheating. I think he's just smart.
Did someone make the secret path, or was the course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me back on the course.
Nah, it's a
And
secret
now
path?
I was
Okay,
gonna have to
okay.
make every jump first try. Thankfully, I got past the fence
So he's
section,
not a
but now
cheater.
I was on the trapdoors. Trapdoors
Bye,
were only
Gold.
a
Thank you so
quarter
much
of
for
the
being
size of a
here.
regular
Kiss,
block,
kiss.
meaning if I missed the jump by even a little, it would be game over. This next jump was a 3-block diagonal jump. I didn't practice this jump, but I made it. I had made it past the trapdoors, but now I was on the regular doors. I had almost no experience with door jumps, but I knew I had to be careful. If I wasn't paying attention and I
Doors?
opened one of the doors the wrong
Roblox?
way, I could get knocked off, and there would be no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps kept getting harder and harder, and each jump I felt like I was barely hanging on the edge. But it didn't matter as long as I was staying on the course. One by
I
one,
think that's
kept
pretty
making the
sick.
jumps, and I was getting higher and higher off the ground. The last door jump was a 3.5-block jump. It was far.
Dude, like, I think, like, these kind of things are so sick. Don't fall from Halo, maybe? I have no idea. I've never heard of that from Halo. Like, I think, like, parkour is so sick. I know there's, like, I think, is it servers that you can, like, parkour in? I think it's so cool. I can't do it, though.
But it wasn't going to be the jump that stopped me from ranking
Teaser?
up.
I don't even
didn't
remember.
Like thinking about the fact that this course had no room for error. When I ranked up before, at least the course had blocks to
Trees!
potentially break my fall. But here, there was nothing that could save me. Luckily, I made it past the door section, and now I was on to the ladder section. Everything was
Oh my
going
gosh.
smoothly until I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible? This is a 2-block vertical jump. I've never seen this jump before, but I
do you
figured
mean?
it had to be possible. I went for it, and I made it.
That's
and
a
that's when I
ladder.
saw one of the hardest jumps I've ever seen. Oh no, this could be the end of me. Come on, please hang on. Oh, that
Let's
was too
go.
close. I was inches away from slipping
Listen,
off
you
the
have a
but
ladder,
by some
you got
miracle,
this.
I was still on the course. Now, I was parkouring on fully grown trees. I didn't even know trees still existed in parkour civilization, but I didn't have time to
Slime.
focus on that right now. I was looking at the last jumps, and I realized I was almost at the top. I was
Wait, that's so
actually gonna
sick.
do it. All right, where do I jump to now?
Just don't-
What is going on? What is? Wait, no! I
Oh.
was too late to realize. I opened my eyes and I was still on the tree with 2 hearts left.
Oh
What
my
happened?
gosh.
Was that a part of the course?
That is impressive. I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
What the? Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm so confused. What is going on?
Do you not remember the first person you met? You know? Also, did the master kind of like fuck you over and you're like, okay, I don't want him to like survive this. Like, what's going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were gonna rank up. You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You could
Excuse
never
us?
be a parkour master. You belong at the bottom level. You were a noob.
Stop
you were born
lying.
to be one, and you'll always be one. And now I gotta finish the job. Prepare for a parkour battle.
Oh god, parkour
What?
battle is not what I need right now. I only have 2 hearts left. That means if I fail to defend any parkour attack, that will be the end of me. And to think I actually had a chance of ranking up.
Say
Dude.
goodbye to parkour civilization.
Why does he care so much? Are you getting paid in parkour too? Are you getting paid a lot in parkour? I don't think so. I don't think so, dude. Listen, you don't have to do this. Just let him go.
The battle starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely underestimated me. I've beaten a master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't gonna get out
Do a
to a jump
360.
like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen to the parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour, I was still
360.
in this. Now, I couldn't afford to play it safe.
Backwards?
I needed an attack that would finish him once and for all, and that meant doing a jump I've never done before. Come on, please make it. I did it.
No. What was that? What was that jump?
You are not a pro. You are not a what? He's not a pro. Like, I think with the masters, or they can probably do. No, they can't do the 360. So can the diamond? Can the champions do backwards and 360s? Hopefully, we get to find out.
Well, that would be a 2-block downwards backwards jump. Wait, sorry, I messed up. It's actually a 2-block downwards backwards diagonal jump. This
Ooh,
was it.
there you go.
The pro lined up at the edge of the block and jumped backwards.
Come on, please. No.
I did it. I won the parkour battle. But
Let's
against
go.
who? That was just a parkour pro. Why was another pro trying to attack me? And why did they not want me
GG.
to rank up? What was all that stuff he was saying about how I was born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think about, but I had to set that aside because now
His memories
I still
got
had
lost.
to worry about surviving the parkour course. And not even just the parkour jumps. Who knows if there are more traps waiting for me ahead? I took a look at the rest
Jump,
of the
jump,
course.
jump,
I could
jump,
see the
jump,
final
jump.
stretch of jumps, and all I had to do now was a slime block jump. Let's go. All the days I was using my custom slime block jump to get to
That's so
my bed
sick,
were just
though.
practice for this moment. I jumped and I made it. Now I was standing on one of the final jumps of the course, and I could
my
see
God,
the doorway
I'm
up
so
ahead.
proud of
And
him.
now were the 3-block vertical jumps. But I've been practicing for this moment. I
Oh my
used
God, he's going
momentum
fast.
to do all 5 jumps in a row. In less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour master. Now I was at a tricky part. I've never even seen chain jumps before.
Guys, take a shot every time he says shot a jump. Take a shot every time he says jump. I've never done this jump before. Take a shot. Shots, everybody.
But compared to surviving a surprise attack and parkour battle, it was nothing to me anymore. I made the
It was
final
nothing.
chain jump, and I was one jump
dead.
away from becoming a parkour master. This was it. This was what everything was leading up to. The old man
my
that helped me,
gosh.
the parkour master that
I
gave me
think
the
I
totem,
blacked
they
out in the
all
first
wanted me
5
to make it
minutes.
to this point, and I wasn't gonna let them down. I jumped, and I made it. I did it.
He did like jump like 3 times, 3 shots. A shot of water then, okay? We're not making it in 2 hours.
I actually did it. I turned around and looked at how high I was off the ground. I had beaten the course that no pro even attempts
Stop
to do.
showing
and
your
now I'm
face.
about to rank up. Once I step
Stop
through these
showing
doors,
your
I
face,
will no longer
please.
be a parkour pro. I will be a parkour master. The door
Ooh,
opened,
pretty.
revealing an entirely different room. All of the walls were made up of quartz. What was society even gonna look like up here? I couldn't describe
Futuristic?
it, but everything was so perfect compared to the layers down below. I looked over and I saw a lava parkour jump with dispensers in the middle. Oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them in the lava.
Let's
and now I
go.
just gotta make sure I don't fail this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was equipped with golden boots.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was now
He's
officially
crazy.
a parkour master. The last time I ranked up to become a pro, there were people
Can you get some
working in the
food?
parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro levels. So how much different could this society be? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to see the inside of the
Okay,
parkour
he didn't say
temple.
jump
Alright, I think
for
I'm
walking
ready
up the
to see what
stairs.
society's like up here. I walked up the stairs into the parkour master society. Oh my.
Can't take his face seriously. Every single time he just shows his face, he's like, oh my gosh. It's not like a bad thing. I just think it's so funny. He looks so silly.
Becoming a
And jumped
master
up the
of parkour
stairs.
civilization wasn't
Yes.
easy. I had to risk my life finding a way past an impossible jump. I had to complete parkour jumps that I've never even done before. I even had to survive a surprise attack while trying to rank up. But no matter what challenge I faced, nothing stopped me from ranking up to become a parkour master. Now I get to be the first parkour pro to see what society is like up here. Oh my. This is what parkour civilization
Excuse
looks like
me?
as a master. Up here, only the best of the best can survive all of the jumps.
What is this?
One missed jump and I would rank down back to
Nah, I'm out. Just put me in prison at this point. Put me all the way in frickin' prison. There's no way. There's no way. That looks like hell. That looks like hell. No. It looks pretty, but it looks like hell.
To a parkour pro, and all of my work to get up here would have been for nothing. And
Jump.
now it looks like I'm gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1-block jumps turned into 2-block jumps. And now, as a parkour master, everywhere I look is a 3-block jump.
That's
Except now
crazy.
up here, there are parkour highways. It seemed like taking the
Wait,
highway was
highways?
a little easier, since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but I did not think it would look like
That's
this.
so
I mean,
pretty.
were these even houses? These were more like skyscrapers. Wait, could I actually buy a skyscraper as a master? I looked up, and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily making the jumps. And just when I thought he was gonna die from fall damage, he
What?
just caught himself with a water bucket and moved on.
Oh!
I've never heard of water bucket parkour being a thing, but that's when I remembered
They can
the
use that?
parkour master that I battled came down the same way. So parkour masters can use water to never take fall damage? Alright, well it looks like I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I made my way over to what looked like to be some sort of parkour staircase.
I hate those
and
jumps.
This definitely didn't look like an easy staircase to climb.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no,
Huh.
my first day as a parkour master and I'm already in trouble? I turned around but didn't see anybody until a parkour master dropped down out of nowhere.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day. The master explained that I shouldn't be going up high without a water bucket because one missed jump and I'll die from fall damage. And he
That's
said
crazy.
masters never die from fall damage. Okay, so how do I get a water bucket then?
Do you even have a house yet?
No.
Alright, buddy.
He just got here. No one had the welcome. No one like did anything. Come on, help him out. Help him out, please. He's just a little guy. He just wants to be the master.
You should probably get a house first.
Hi,
like that
gamer.
one over there.
Nah,
You need
kiss, kiss.
something on
Thank
the
you so much
ground
for
level.
being
Something
here.
where you don't have to go up high for.
Are you serious? These are actually houses? Okay, so how do I get a house? The master showed me the building where I could buy my parkour
That's so
skyscraper.
far
You're
away.
new here. I'll help you out a little bit. I'm kind of rich, so just take this and
Kind of.
hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like up here. The parkour master dropped me 5 oak blocks. Why would he drop me these? Wait, how much is a skyscraper gonna cost? I made my way over to the shop where I was
Is
gonna
it
buy
still
my first
parkour?
house as a parkour master. I walked inside
Oh,
and the store
alien!
looked nothing like all of the other shops I've bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle. Okay, don't tell me I have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go. I can build my own jump to pay
Oh.
for my house. Now I understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks.
Wait, that's so
Alright, what
much
am I gonna build?
easier.
Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great. Let's just hope this 3-block diagonal jump works.
Ooh.
Nice. All right, did I get the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're
Oh.
trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work? If
Excuse
I had a dirt
me?
house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that's not good. Now I just wasted 3 of the blocks I had. How am I possibly gonna make a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper
What?
with 1 block? Okay, let's see. This is a 3-block jump and then into a 2-block jump. Oh god, I have an idea and I
What? What the heck? Come on, let him have it. He's earned it.
don't like it. But if I'm gonna buy a parkour skyscraper, I
Jump,
think this
jump,
is my only
jump,
choice.
jump,
This is such
jump.
a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2. Oh, I cannot
360.
believe I just made that.
I've never even seen a 360,
Let's
but
go.
you just paid me with 2
This-
in a row.
This is his
incredible.
power. This
Let
is
me
his
show you
power.
your parkour
Give him
skyscraper.
the
If there's
best
one
one.
thing I know
Give him the
about life in
highest
parkour
mansion.
civilization, it's that a 360 can solve everything.
All right, here's your new house.
I have to be the first person in history to have bought a house on the noob level, the pro level, and the master level. I cannot wait to check this out. Wait, how do I even get up here?
Oh, yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all the way up there to get inside.
I have to jump all the way up there
Oh.
just to get up 1 block?
No, since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water bucketing, but he said as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you. That means I'm gonna have
That's
to
funny.
get a water bucket before I become a social outcast up here. All right, time to
Wait,
check
where's the
out
water
the biggest
bucket?
house I've ever bought in parkour civilization.
Oh,
The
that's so
downside about being
pretty.
a parkour master is every jump in my life is now so much harder. The houses up here had so many more spaces to fall through. I even had to jump if I
Why? This society is hell. This is evil. Why? Why would you want to live there? Why? Just go back to the noob. Just, you know what? At the noob level, at least just make the meat cooked, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. Just cook the meat. That's it. Just go back to the noob level. It's okay.
Wanted to go on the couch, but that's what it means to be a master in Parkour Civilization. Parkour masters are never supposed
go,
to fall,
Ghost.
no matter how hard the jump is. So I guess I have to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to the top floor of my house. When I climbed up the ladder, I was in my very own garden. I didn't
That's
even
so
know
pretty.
nature like this still existed in Parkour Civilization, but now I have it in my house.
Oh,
This
it's so
entire level of
nice.
civilization was still so crazy to me. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing. Never in my life would I have thought
Wait, can you,
I would
like-
have to swim up a waterfall to get to the
Yes.
top floor of my house. I was so amazed by everything around me that I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I was at 2 hearts. If I missed one of these jumps and took fall damage, it might be the end of
Where's
it.
your
But
food?
I'm a master now, so I never miss jump. No! I missed one parkour jump and I took 1 heart of damage, leaving me with 1 heart left. I was so focused on buying a house that I didn't even realize I had no food or no regeneration. I was still suffering the consequences
What the
from the
heck?
ambush at the parkour
Get
temple.
food.
Now that I had time to process the situation, there was no way that person acted alone. Someone didn't want me to rank up, and whoever that is still out there.
This seems
I
like
didn't know.
hell
Maybe
still.
it was another parkour master, or maybe it was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to figure out something quick if I wanted to survive. If I missed one more jump, my entire journey would be for nothing. So if I was gonna have any chance at surviving, I was gonna need to find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left, and I don't even want to think about what might happen if I lose the ability.
Oh,
to
it's not
sprint.
the
I
alien
walked into
guy
the building,
anymore.
and so far, I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the wall. All of the dispensers had different types of parkour items listed above
Oh,
them. Maybe
okay.
this was a place I could go and get more blocks to build more jumps. Or maybe not. Why don't these machines even work? I'm not
What?
getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour bank, are you?
Oh, this is a
Parkour
bank?
I already knew parkour was how people paid each other in Parkour Civilization, but this was different. Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That actually makes a lot more sense that this is a bank. Okay, so where's the freaking food? Dude, he's starving at this point with only 1 heart. One false move, it's over for him. It's over.
they
Have a
got
good day,
wood
sir.
blocks
Hi,
for it. I
Meg.
realized the paper
Thank
the
you for
guy put
being
into
here.
the dispenser was something I was already familiar with. It must have been a daily task paper, which means not even being a parkour master can get me out of work. On the other side of the bank, I saw a staircase that was definitely too hard to do with 1 heart left.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though.
How does
That's
every parkour
crazy.
master know that this is my first day here? All right, well, I found the bank, but that didn't help me at all. The situation was getting worse as I kept going on. I was now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every 3-block jump that I've been doing would
360.
be impossible.
Every
Okay, I really
360.
hope this place sells food.
Yeah, this is the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Oh, this is it. I'm done for. I have no blocks left. I have no way of paying for anything in Parkour
GG.
Civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that?
Bro,
Wait a minute.
that's so
Unless
embarrassing.
Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros.
Bribing!
Can I bribe a parkour master for food? Would
Bribe,
that
bribe,
work?
bribe,
I mean,
bribe,
maybe
bribe.
it could. What the? Where
Oh.
did that person just come from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there. Well,
You know what?
oh well,
Free
3 blocks
blocks.
for me. Let's
Th-
go. I'm saved.
exactly.
In my entire time in Parkour Civilization, I've never even seen ice jumps. But now wasn't the time to be scared of jumps. I needed the food. All right, what does 2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot?
Huh?
Ice jumps were apparently worth a lot in Parkour Civilization because I got
Wait, take back those ice. Take back that ice, okay? If it's worth a lot, bring more. Get more. Do it more.
64 golden carrots.
Please come back, bro. Anytime.
Let's
Come
go.
back,
I'm
bro.
not going to be the first parkour
That's
master in
cute.
history to starve. Now I actually have a chance to start living life as a parkour master. I don't even know
Wait,
what to do
get the
now.
blocks
do I
back.
go to work or do I get a water bucket? Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a water bucket. I took the parkour highway until I found a different building. Hopefully this will be the place where I could get a water bucket because it didn't really seem like I was a parkour master.
Is there no
until I got it.
signs
I walked into the building and I
at
saw
all?
a giant glass staircase with a small platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're here for a water bucket?
Oh,
No, but what?
yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one. You pay for one with your
What?
life. Climb up
What?
to the top of the staircase and grab a water bucket. If you make it, you keep it.
Of course, I have to risk my life yet again. Getting a water bucket was the only thing different in Parkour Civilization.
Who would live in this society? Who? Would y'all live in this society? I would not. I would definitely not live in this goddamn society. It's over for me. I am not living over here at all. It's just death all around. I might as well be in Hunger Games at this point.
Usually, you pay for everything with parkour, but not this time. It didn't matter though. The fear of death never stopped me before.
Yes, sir. Somehow he ranked up. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Maybe he dies from the water bucket, but if he doesn't, we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow made it
We'll
to the
be
top
there.
of the glass staircase. I can confidently say that stairs are the worst thing about being a parkour master. But right now, stairs were the least of my worries. I opened the chest to see a bunch
three.
of water buckets.
Get
the
three.
only way I'm gonna be able to keep one of these
Damn
is
it.
if I go for the water bucket jump and make it
I
successful.
would take up them
if
all.
I make it, I'll have the ability to unlock an entirely new level of parkour. And if I don't, well, my entire journey's been for nothing.
Who's
But
watching
that's
him?
The way
No
life is in
one.
Parkour Civilization. You jump to survive, and I happen to be pretty good at it. Why did I do this to myself? I should have never
Excuse
ranked
me?
up. Life as a parkour noob was so much easier. I gotta
See?
say, life as a parkour
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. Like, you're risking your life. This doesn't seem any better. This seems worse as you go up.
master is awesome. I mean, this is what it's like being at the top of Parkour Civilization.
No way. Did I seriously just catch another master doing a 1-block jump to get to his house?
Is that dude from that game? That fighting game? What is he doing there? Excuse me?
No, I
Huh?
don't even know how this got here. Okay, now I have to start going to my house the real way, and that means
The
taking
real
a
way.
trip on the parkour staircase. Here in Parkour Civilization, masters should never be seen doing 1-block jumps.
Listen, if I was a master doing 1-block jumps, mind your own business. Mind your own goddamn business, okay? I'm just chilling.
If you're caught, you will basically become a laughingstock in Parkour City.
Laugh
I
at
tried
me.
keeping the 1-block jump to my house for as long as possible because I was avoiding getting to my house the real way. And that's because the real way to my house sucks. If I miss even one of these water bucket jumps, it would be game over for me. But everyone up here knows that the best parkour masters never take fall damage. And I was gonna be one of the best. Please don't let me die. Oh, thank you. All that just to get
That's
to my
terrifying.
house. But this is the price I paid to become a parkour master. I defied death too many times to count to rank up. And now, as a master in Parkour Civilization,
His
the
face.
only way to survive is by doing the hardest possible jumps. These were jumps I could only dream of
360.
when I was a parkour noob. But now that I earned my water bucket, I have the ability to become the
I'm guessing by the end of this, he's gonna go get the champion, because there's only one diamond champion. And he's gonna fight them with the 360, and he's gonna win.
greatest master
There's
in
no
Parkour
way.
Civilization.
This is
My
how it's
first
gonna
days on
be.
this level were confusing, but now I feel
He's
like
the
I'm starting
chosen
to
one.
get the hang of it. As a parkour
To my house,
pro,
I'm
I
never
was
leaving,
required to
same.
do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can choose to do a task whenever I want. Instead of being paid in practice time, the masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps. That means the more blocks you have, the more powerful you are as a master. And right now, I can't make many parkour jumps, so that's why I gotta work. Parkour delivery here.
Come in.
All right, let's hope I can do this job well. Hey there, you
Oh,
wanted some
what's
parkour built,
up?
right?
Yeah, that's right. I ordered my new chain couch. You can put it right over there.
I can't say I've heard of a chain couch before, but
Excuse
I
me?
guess there's a first time for everything. All right, I think I built this right. Is this what you wanted?
Oh, yeah, this is a real couch. Maybe if you're as
Don't
rich
die,
as me
please.
one day, you can afford one of these.
Sure. Well, I hope you enjoy your new— Oh, shoot, no, bro. Am I—
Steal his stuff. Steal his fucking stuff. Steal all his stuff. That's all I gotta say. Just steal his stuff. He's dead. He's gone. Just steal his blocks.
seriously not gonna get a tip?
Rob his place.
Dude, that guy said he was rich too. I could have gotten some ice blocks or something. The
Go
truth
get-
about being a
damn it.
parkour master is that
Steal
people
his
don't always
stuff.
get along. Not only do you have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, 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 buddy. What do you think you're doing? Everyone knows I'm the guy who sells houses. Go and take a different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day? Come on, man. I need the money.
That's it. Parkour battle. You
Oh,
and me
no.
right now. now.
And by defend yourself,
Not
I
the
mean being
alien.
prepared for a random parkour
360,
battle at any
360.
point. For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem with it. Now it was his turn to attack, and I was in serious trouble. The parkour master built a
Excuse me?
3-block chain jump.
Let's see you try to defend against this attack, buddy.
Wait, I don't even have chains to build with. I can't do this jump.
Then you have officially lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine again.
And there it was. That was my first time losing a parkour
That's
battle.
crazy.
But
We
that's
steal
just
the
a part of
chains.
the learning process for being a parkour master. But even though I've learned so much, there's one thing that I've yet
Bro, I would go back to that, like, guy who's super rich and just steal his stuff. I'm sorry, but, like, he's not gonna come back. If he's gonna come back, then hell yeah, great. But also, maybe he's in jail. Maybe he's in prison.
to figure out, and that's how to get to the top of the parkour temple. If I make it up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back when I was a parkour pro, I could see the path on the side of the wall to rank up, but now there's nothing here.
That's because
It's
you
invisible.
can't see it. It's said that only the parkour champion knows the way up.
Standing behind me was the master that I beat in my first parkour battle. He was the
Ah,
one
see,
who gave me
invisible.
the Totem of Undying and helped me find the way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that Totem of Undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save
Now make
all
out.
of parkour civilization
Wait,
by
what?
becoming the champion.
Save parkour civilization? Wait, what are you talking about? Why do I need to be the
He's
one
the
to
chosen
become the parkour champion?
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all
Wait, what?
hope was lost before you ranked.
What? Wait, there's a war. War with who? The one person, the champion, the only one champion you're in a war with, bro. Just get all the noobs and all the what was it called, pros and like masters to go against that one person. He's gonna lose. Just beat him to death.
Ranked up.
With your
you
fists.
don't understand. People aren't supposed to rank up, but you did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is going on? There's a parkour war and somehow I'm supposed to be the champion? Oh, what am I getting myself into? I should have never ranked up. I was happy in my mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw a small scale version of a map of the
that's
entire
pretty.
parkour civilization. The master said he had a mission for me. He told me to travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He
Is it
told me
the
to
old
go at night,
man?
and if I succeed, I might be able to save everyone. It was time. I woke up in the middle of the night. This was a stealth mission. If everything went according to plan, I would get in and get out and no one would see me. And obviously that's assuming the parkour master isn't leading me into a trap, but for whatever it's worth, I trust him. If he was trying to stop me from ranking up, he wouldn't have given me the Totem of Undying.
That's
That means
pretty
I could
when it's
only
at
assume
night.
If he wanted me dead, I would have been dead already.
Oh my
But at this
God.
point, I wasn't doing it for the parkour master. I was doing it for me. If there was any chance I could figure out the truth about parkour civilization, I was gonna take it. All I know is someone tried to stop me from ranking up. And
I thought
this
you were
place
supposed to
might
go-
give me answers.
Okay, there
I
you go.
traveled north like
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I thought he was supposed to go, like, all the way up and stuff like that. Okay, he is actually gonna go all the way up. Like, there's... Oh, man. Like, why did you level up? Your life was so simple and it's so good, you know? How... And also, how do people get to the new place? Because, like, there's, like, no noobs anymore and, like, they probably already all died in prison. So, like, how do you get more people into the place?
the master told me to. And all the way at the top, I saw the parkour highway I needed to get to. There was no turning back now. Going up this might be a one-way trip. But if what I was doing actually could save parkour civilization, then someone's got to be the one to do it. So why not me? Now that I was at the top of the staircase, getting to the parkour highway was a different story.
Bro,
I
what?
didn't even know if this jump was possible. Oh,
Do
I'm
it.
gonna regret this. I
Jump,
backed up
jump,
to get
jump.
momentum, and I jumped. No, no, no! I thought it was too short,
Let's
but I made it.
go.
Okay, that was way too close. That better be the last time I do something like that. Given
Nah.
that this place I was trying to find wasn't
Are you gonna
supposed
play
to be
today?
found,
Maybe.
that probably wouldn't be the case. I kept going on the parkour highway until I saw a building. This one looked different than all of the other buildings in Parkour
New
City,
home.
and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to. But that's why the master sent me, the guy who's never failed a jump before. Yeah, let's
Okay.
pretend that's true.
Then yeah,
The entrance
you
to
didn't fail
building
the
looked like it
one
was guarded
by
a
one
difficult
jump.
parkour course. As long as there were no people around, I was just fine with doing parkour. But if people were to show up and challenge me to a parkour battle, well, it's been a good run. This next jump was a 4-block jump. I don't think I've ever done a 4-block
You
jump
have
straight
before.
up before. But
It was in your past life. You could do this. You can do this. Remember, you were the one who made all this. This is your world. This was all a dream. Watch, this is all a freaking
the
dream.
master said that this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be me. I got momentum, and I made the 4-block jump.
Ay.
Boom, 4-block jump down, and now, oh my god, what is this? I stood on a path of ice blocks, and at the end, there was a jump way too far to even comprehend. This could have been a 6-block jump. I couldn't believe it. I tried looking around for barrier blocks. Maybe there was a secret path to this as well, but I found nothing. Somehow, I was gonna have to make this jump. And I think I had an idea of
Wait,
how
where's
I
your
might be able
food?
to do it. Okay, well, I get one chance at this. Oh man, if only I was rich enough to buy ice blocks to practice. Oh, I
Let's
do
go.
not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. Okay, back to the secret mission. Now, I was just hoping I didn't
Only
walk
maybe,
into
yeah,
an
only
ambush.
maybe.
I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor with some parkour jumps up top. I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting for me. And what I wasn't thankful for was this glass pane staircase. Oh man, why do they have
If
to
you
make
break it,
staircases
it's
so
over.
complicated in Parkour Civilization? This was supposed to be a stealth mission, but the staircase is making it really hard for that to be possible. After too long, I made it up the staircase into the top floor. I looked around, but
That's
didn't see
pretty
anyone.
place.
All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing? This looks so... What the... Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was
He's remembering his life. There's no way. He's remembering his life, his old life. How this all came to be.
actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened? How did I see that vision?
Let's
That's my
go.
memory, isn't it? That's Siwa. I've lived that before.
I would
What
never
is going on? I walked
live
over
in
to the screen
parkour.
and opened the book on the desk. It said enter user. Well, I was here for information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my name into the book and put it back on the desk, and text appeared on the screen. Rank noob. Wait,
Excuse
how?
me?
I'm a master though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared right behind me. Before they saw me, I
Huh?
ran and hid behind the bush. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good.
Wait.
Oh man, going into work late today, I guess, or early maybe. I don't know.
Oh my
I
God,
thought
he's
the
so
person
fast.
Didn't see me, but that's when someone else came into the room. It was Siwa. I know him, don't I? He's from my memory.
Oh, that's his friend. That's his friend. That's his old lover. I'm kidding.
I saw him walk up to the desk and start putting something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
Oh,
And we got another noob. Good. We needed more of those.
What is going on here?
You
Oh.
can come out from behind that bush, you know.
Oh, no, this
Goddamn.
is not good. Okay,
Yeah.
time to improvise.
there's
I
no
mean,
way you're
bro,
gonna.
The bush is see-through. You really
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
that was gonna work?
Okay, can you
I was about to say, like, they can freaking see you. There's no way they're gonna do that. Oh my God, that'd be kind of a cute little joke, but I'm glad they're like, you know, it's kind of see through, buddy.
you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped
Thank
on
you
that
so much for the
pedestal?
follow.
We know each other.
Kiss,
That's
kiss.
our memory.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a
What?
fake memory to make you think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour if it wasn't for money or social status?
So it was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? Siwa explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master. These 3
Oh.
jumps right when you join Parkour Civilization decide your entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair, it's about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This is
Oh,
so messed
shit.
up. This is so messed up. How is this happening? I can't let this keep going on. I have to find a way to stop this. Okay, if I can attack him with a parkour jump, he has no choice but to battle me.
Wait, so like, okay. So basically, it's all fake memories that they are put in, and that's why he doesn't have anything like out of that. There's just nothing there. Okay, that makes sense. But also like, oh, I thought that was gonna be his like friend. That makes me sad. I wish it was actually his friend and be like, oh my God, we just parted ways. And then like, you know, enemies. Okay, listen. I like that trope a little bit too much. I have issues.
I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
360.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I looked over and see what already had an attack built. It was with candles.
Yep, candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts, and that's good night for you.
I was finished. I couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything. I was defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
See what placed down a parkour jump made out of brewing stands. I've
What?
never even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Interesting thing about brewing stand jumps, they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it. I had no brewing stands to defend myself. I took the hit and slowly started fading away.
Have
What?
fun with the champion in the arena.
No pressure at all. Just 1 minute before I fight the parkour champion. All right, I'm
What's
gonna take
wrong with
32
these
blocks.
people?
I really just hope there's a chance that the greatest player in parkour civilization doesn't know how to do a 360. I was now getting ready to fight the
360.
parkour champion.
360
in the
is your
arena.
weapon.
The worst part is that I was only allowed to bring in 64 blocks to fight with. I had no clue what the parkour champion was gonna attack me with, so I decided to take some of every block. This was
Smart.
life or death. If by some miracle I could defend the parkour champion's attacks, I would have to use these blocks to build the hardest parkour jumps I've
Hi,
ever
Ultra.
done. I wanted to believe that I could win, but deep down I knew that this could very well be the end of my
That's
journey.
Before
terrifying.
you step into the arena, drop
Wait.
all of your blocks. I need to count if you're bringing 64.
These are the blocks I'm bringing. It should add up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight
Wait,
the
isn't-
parkour champion.
This was
Wait, it wasn't that guy who like fell? I guess he went back up like super fast. Okay, that would make sense.
One way or another, this would be my
Give
final
him more
battle
blocks.
in parkour civilization. The door opened and I stepped in to the parkour arena. It was time to fight. If I somehow beat the parkour champion, maybe I have a way to save everyone in parkour civilization. But if I lose, which let's be honest here, is very much possible, well, let's just say I should have died a long time ago. I thought the parkour civilization I was living in was fair and a place where everyone could parkour to rank up in society. But I was wrong. I discovered the truth that your entire fate is
See, just like regular society. What is this? Why is this being too real? Huh? Why is this being so real in real life? Come on. I thought this was gonna be something so silly, you know? Haha laughs. But no, it's turning into like actual freaking like stuff like, oh no, I gotta think about this now.
decided by 3 jumps. And there are people at the top of parkour civilization that will stop at nothing to keep this order. Unfortunately, I couldn't discover the truth without paying the price. And now there's nothing I can do.
Have fun.
Yeah, really can't escape reality. But also, like, if he could, like, level up, like, he's still, it says he's still a noob when he put it into the computer. But, like, I feel like he should still be able to, like, level up. Like, obviously, like, come on, he did, whether it was fair or not, he still did pass the courses. So, come on.
Fun with the champion in the arena.
And now it's time to fight the champion. Wait, what?
Is
You're not
that-
the champion? Who are you? You're a pro. What are you doing here? I thought I was fighting the champion.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight me first. Please just go easy on me, though. It's my
Excuse
first
me?
time here.
Okay, I guess I'm not fighting the champion first. I have to fight a parkour pro? This is really weird. I've never even fought a
360.
pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first attack, I attacked with a 3-block vertical jump. I didn't want to do anything too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage. But fortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than I
Let's
thought
go.
until something happened. The blocks that I used for my attack all disappeared. In the parkour arena, if you place blocks, you will never get them back.
Oh,
And now
that's
I realized
bullshit.
Why I was fighting a parkour pro. It was genius, actually. If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance. Hey,
That's
quick question.
bull.
The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for, like, the fight.
What
Warming up the
crowd?
crowd. You know there's
Huh?
literally no one watching, right?
Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh god, I'm a terrible person. Man, this is the weirdest parkour battle ever. For my second attack, I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it was successful once again. But at this point, I wasn't worried about winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every
Yeah, like,
attack.
what
There
the
was
heck?
no way
That's
I could
so
afford to use more than
evil.
2 blocks for an attack. At least not in this fight. For the final attack, I did a backwards jump.
Did you just go backwards?
This is not going to be pretty. Oh, shoot!
Wait, what?
Oh, that was not how I I thought it was going to turn out. It was a little unfortunate that I essentially
silly.
wasted 2 blocks on that jump since he didn't even try it, but at least I survived the first parkour battle without taking
Man, that's
any
a lot
damage.
of blocks.
So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform not knowing what to do until I saw someone jumping towards
Excuse me?
All right, this is it. This is the battle.
Wait, the champion? Oh yeah, okay, they're in gold. I for some reason I thought they were diamond, but no, they're gold boots right now. Isn't that the guy who is like at the bucket? At the water bucket one? Also, what kind of stuff are they gonna use? I wonder if that person told him what they had. You know, the person who checked the blocks and everything. And they told this person, oh, like they have this many blocks.
For life or death. Let's get this over with.
Hopefully
so,
not.
You must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right?
Excuse
Look
me?
at my boots. I'm a master. Do these look diamond to you?
Okay, well, I don't
Hi,
know. I
Sam.
thought it was fighting the champion. So when does that happen?
You still have 2 more people to go through
What?
if you want to see the champion, but you're not making it past me. Let's go.
That's
Start the battle.
crazy.
This is not good. I have to win 2 more parkour battles if I want to even see the champion. It
That's
was clear that
bull.
the odds were stacked against me, but that wasn't going to
May the
stop me from
odds
trying.
be ever
Now, I
in
was
your
fighting
favor.
against a master. This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps. I decided this was a good time to use one of my stairs. For my first attack, I did a 4-block diagonal stair jump, but I was in trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but by some
Let's
miracle, he
go.
failed it.
What?
The master didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that first attack, but that wasn't gonna happen again. I needed to do harder jumps. I used 2 more of my stairs to build another 4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win the battle. But I missed. I came so close, but I
What?
didn't land on the stair.
Wasted another 2 stairs, I see. Even if
What?
you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion
He,
with.
The master
what?
was right.
He
I
didn't
was
miss.
running out of blocks.
Wait, what? But didn't he? You know what? I don't know. I thought he didn't miss. I thought he got it.
Quickly. I
He
only
didn't
had
lose any
1
hearts.
stair left, and I wasn't even done with my second battle. I watched as the master
What?
built his first attack. I was gonna have to defend myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Go
Ooh.
on, use some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that many of them.
He was right. I only had 4 ice blocks with me. Even the best case scenario where I defend this attack, I'll only have 2 ice blocks left. I went for the jump, and I almost slid off, but I stayed on. Oh,
Good,
that
good,
was
good,
too
good, good.
close. Okay. It was now my turn to attack, but this battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying
360.
to make me waste all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right now. And
360.
I knew just the way to do it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does. And I was about to attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done. All right,
360.
4-block jump into a 2-block. Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block jump into a 360.
Let's
and I made
go.
it.
Let's You're
go. I
winning.
actually
You're
made
winning.
it. That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done. All right,
Let's
buddy. Your
go.
turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the combo.
What do you
and
mean? He
failed,
didn't
and the damage
attempt.
was enough to win the parkour battle.
Oh, he's
It
dead.
worked.
He's
That
gone.
parkour combo that I did may have just saved my life, at least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still have to win one more battle if I want to fight the champion. There was nothing else I
Just
could
keep
do.
on doing
I
that
tried
one.
looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of this arena is to continue fighting. From across the arena, the path opened up, and my third opponent jumped towards me.
Evbo.
No,
you've come
that's
so
the
far,
person.
But this is as far as you go. I'm afraid you won't make it past me to fight the champion. Let's begin.
Okay,
Let's
do this.
begin.
It's just another master. I just beat one before, and I can do it again.
Yeah,
If I
do
can
the same
finish
one.
This battle,
Do the same one. Do the same one. Okay? If it's like, listen, if it's the same one that like hurts a lot, then just do the same one. Like they're a different person. They can't do the 360. They don't know how to do the 360 or backwards jumping. Listen, they got nothing on you. You can win this.
with a couple
Easy.
parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For my first attack, I decided to build 2 4-block jumps. I thought this combo would be hard, but I had no clue who I was facing. The master made the jumps easily, and my attack was unsuccessful. Now, I was in huge trouble. Unlike all the other people I faced in parkour battles, this master was not afraid to attack with his own parkour combos. And unfortunately for me, his was much harder than mine. The second jump in the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be possible. It was too far, but I had to try. My life depended on this. I went to defend the attack, but I overjumped it. The attack dealt 5 hearts of damage. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. I managed to gain back 2 hearts, but my hunger was lost. This was it. No more second chances. No more regenerating health. I had to make these jumps. The
Oh my
Parkour
goodness.
Master attacked with an even harder combo, this time using 2 chains and an ice block. But by some miracle, I made it. Oh man, how did I just do that? This
You can
master
do
was
this,
too
buddy.
good. No matter what jump I thought of,
360.
I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the history of parkour battles. And
Backwards
I was gonna have
360?
to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block candle
Excuse
jump,
me?
and we are done. Let's go. I'm probably gonna die. Let's do this. Flower pot jump to chain to backwards jump to 360 fence jump, diagonal chain jump to the candle. I
Cinema.
did it. I just made the hardest parkour combo
Let's
in the world.
Evbo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respects. Good luck against the champion.
Before I could
Oh,
say
but
anything, the
He was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to attempt it. He was like, you know what? Good luck. Have fun. This was a wild ride. I hope everything's safe with you. Have fun. Like, what? He's not even gonna try? What pussy?
master gave up and just jumped off. I won the 3rd battle, which means now I only have to battle the champion. And the champion is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up this entire time?
Who the heck are
All
you?
this parkour just to die by the champion.
Came here just to die. What does that remind me of? It reminds me of something. This is so silly. I love
This
it.
was it. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But this ends here.
I
What's his
watched as the
name?
parkour champion built his first attack, and it was a 5-block jump.
If you beat me in this
What?
battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules. But this is my parkour civilization. And I never
Oh, shit.
lose.
The parkour champion made
Yo, calm down. Calm down. I don't want that heat.
the 5-block jump. It's not possible. It's just not. I can't do it. This was it. This was the end. There was no second chance, no backup I could call for, nothing to get me out of this. I lost, and I won't be the one to save parkour civilization.
No, I believe.
I opened my
I spoke too soon. I guess I spoke too soon. I thought I was gonna say I believe in him. I believe that he can make the jump. Why did he even not attempt it? What? He's back. You know what? You're back to like a normal society. I'm not gonna lie. Just with the 1-by-1 jumps. I think you're chilling. I'm not gonna lie.
eyes, and I was in a place that I knew all too well. I was down at the bottom. I was in the parkour temple at the noob level of parkour civilization. I opened my inventory and I had leather boots on. After the battle with the champion, I am now a noob again. I let everyone down. I was supposed to be the one to save parkour civilization, and I couldn't do it. And now the champion gets what he
Break
wants.
it.
No one can ever rank up ever again. No one's free. People risked their lives because they trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just
No, it's
at
not.
the bottom
You
again.
can do
I
this.
don't even have sprint. I can't even do more than a 2-block jump. It's over, right? The old man gave me the last ticket to rank up. And even if I did, what's the point? The only way I could save people is by
Jump.
becoming the champion. And he's impossible to beat. Well, it's out of my hands now.
Thank you so
There's
much for the
nothing to
3-stream
do.
streak.
I mean, maybe I just go back to Parkour Prison. At least there I could
You
get fed
see?
some better food.
That's
Rather
true.
have fish than raw chicken.
Down at the bottom again, are we?
What?
Who the heck are
Maybe I was
you?
wrong about you.
You were wrong about me. Wait, who are you?
Something tells me you already know the answer.
The
No.
strange man turned around.
Why do you look like a cookie? Like he has a little cookie. I would yum yum yum. I'm
He
hungry
was
now.
wearing netherite boots?
Excuse me?
I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. You're the
He's the god? Wait, but oh no, the old man is in prison. But like what? Okay, listen, if you're the god of parkour, can you get those people out of prison? Come on.
parkour god? But you were just a myth. Is this
A
all
myth?
of your doing?
The parkour civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the new champion had different plans.
And you wanted me to stop the champion, and I couldn't. I'm sorry you put your trust
He
in me.
looks
I
like
thought
a
I was
good
enough.
god.
I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What?
Listen, if he's the god, you better give him everything he needs, okay? Yeah, bitch. Do
What
it.
is a one-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long as
360.
you can parkour, there is always a way.
The parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground and jumped away. What
Oh my
is
God.
going on? I jumped over and grabbed the boots that the parkour god left. These were no ordinary boots. These were diamond. Only the parkour champion wears these. And now I have them. I
Go
threw
forth.
away my leather boots
Go
and I put on the
forth.
champion boots.
Listen, you can do this. You can do this. This is all you've ever done, and you can do this. Anyone can do this, especially you. I believe in you.
Immediately, my hunger bar returned to full, and I could see above into the upper layers. Oh my god, this
Ayy.
is crazy. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know where the parkour god got these boots
Oh my
from, or
god,
why
he's
he would
going
trust
fast.
me with them, but it didn't matter. This was my second chance. I don't know how I'm gonna get back up to the top, but I'm gonna find a way.
I mean-
Everyone's life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save parkour civilization. Parkour civilization was
funny, you're the
endangered. I
chosen
thought
one.
people could parkour their way up to a better life, but I realized it was all just a lie. The truth.
Was it really a better life, though? Was it really a better life? No. That shit was not good, okay? I would not want... Listen, if I was in, like, the master, I would be doing the one block parkour. I don't care. I would do no parkour if I had the chance. I'd be chilling.
Truth is that the parkour champion controls everyone and everything. I thought I could be the one to put an end to it and save everyone, but I failed. Luckily for me, second chances come around quite often, and I still have one
Yeah,
more
this
shot
is like your
at
fourth
saving
chance.
Parkour civilization. The only way I can put an end to all this is if I beat the parkour champion, and that means I have to get back up to the arena somehow. And that was gonna be harder than I thought. I had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not good. I can't even earn a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I got lucky and a noob hasn't used their ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left and they were all in prison until I finally found one still standing. I asked
what's
the noob
up?
if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple. But he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do
What?
ticket challenges. It's
That's
now
crazy.
impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champion's
Wait.
doing. If
You know what? If they don't make the stuff anymore, just break the blocks with your fists and then just go over it. Because, like, they wouldn't build all the way to the top, right? They wouldn't, because they're like, okay, like, they're not going to be able to because they can't climb. So, thoughts? I think that's a good idea.
pros don't come down here at all, the noobs have no way of getting food. That means if I don't get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will
They're
die.
gonna die?
There has to be a way I can get past these barriers. I mean, the parkour god wouldn't have given me champion boots for nothing, right? And that's when I remembered I had champion boots on now. These boots were meant for the person that rules parkour civilization.
Yeah, you
And
can
that's
make
when I
the
thought
stuff.
Back to what the champion said.
You beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the
Yeah.
parkour champion makes the rules, they had to be the one to place the barriers, right? Which means if
Yes.
someone placed them, someone can get rid of them. It was a shot in the
You could do
dark,
this.
but I thought I'd at least try. Oh, this is pointless. This is not gonna work. Wait, what? It
What?
broke. I couldn't believe it, but there it was. I was staring at a hole in the barriers. This is insane. I can break barriers now? Ah, thank you, parkour god. Let's go. I got rid of more of the barriers until there was a space big enough to jump through. All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save
Imagine he
everyone.
just
I
dies.
did it. I was now inside the parkour temple, and I was one step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the temple, it was time to start actually coming up with
come
a
on.
plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion. And even if I do manage to do that, I still have to worry about
Oh.
beating him, which is a whole nother story.
You know
My
what?
rough draft
Yes.
of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but
Oh,
the chests were
excuse
empty.
me?
Those chests were usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks.
Wow.
But someone got rid of all of them. My
That's-
idea of getting blocks was already
Oh man, okay. I thought it was gonna be a little bit easier, but since like they stopped going to, well then like, how are the noobs gonna survive? They're just gonna like probably die, like go to like prison. Come on, that's messed up.
off to a bad start, but I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of parkour civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had such a long way to go to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all the blocks I needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could use. The last time I was in here, I was training to rank up to become a master, but something
Damn
was
right.
off. The course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse.
What?
No, come on, they can't be empty. Why are they empty? All
Wait,
of these
what?
chests should have been filled.
Wait, what are the pros doing now? Wait, are they all in prison? Like, what's going on? Because, like, he didn't beat the champion, so now, like what are they doing now? Is his neighbor still there?
With blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were all empty. Okay, this is not good. This is really not good. Something strange was going on, and I needed to find some answers. I took a trip back to where I used to live when I was a parkour pro. If there was anyone I could trust to talk to, it would be my neighbor.
Let's
And that was
go!
assuming he was still alive. I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully, Parkour Civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Excuse me?
Evbo, you're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not really the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore.
That's
This was it.
crazy.
This was truly the end of parkour civilization. First, it was the noobs and
The end of the society. What will I do without parkour? Build a road that doesn't have holes in it? This is truly evil.
danger. Now the pros are, and soon it might even be the masters. One by one, the parkour champion is taking away the free will of everyone. And if I don't end this now, there will be no one left to oppose him. Alright, no pressure. The fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of the hardest parkour courses there is. Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course. Even though I've made this course before, this was different. Time was running out, meaning I couldn't waste any taking this parkour course slow. And I can't
he's
afford
going
to miss
fast.
a single jump, because if I do, well, then
Nah,
I guess
you're a
the parkour
pro.
god trusted
You're a
the wrong
champion
person.
for a
Luckily,
reason.
I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had
I
to
love
blend
this
in.
movie.
Any one of these masters
Let's
could be
go.
working
Bless
for the
you. Yes,
champion,
I did
and if they
sneeze.
saw me
Thank
with
you.
champion boots on, well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on, the people working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the next part of my plan. If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the
Go back to
parkour
your
master
house.
lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up.
What?
But if I stayed down here,
Where's like the person who like he thought was his friend? Like, would that person help him? Hopefully, like, I feel like he should.
run the risk of
Hi,
the
Reaper.
masters
How you
on the
doing?
champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little
Is
more
to
time.
the tower?
And the only
Ooh.
place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't be seen
Wait,
that
where's your
easily,
bucket?
But if I had to get down fast, I had no water bucket to
Oh, yeah,
save
there
me.
you go.
I
Yep.
realized I was standing so close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning
Wait.
if I put these on, will I be able to see what
Yes.
life is like at the
Let me
champion
see.
level? But before I could put them on, I saw the parkour master I was looking
oh.
for. Now this is the
He's
part I
gone.
was not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is by taking fall damage. And I'm just hoping that the drop to his house isn't too far. And of course it's a 50 block drop. I'm
Excuse
never
me?
surviving that. Oh man, I have an idea and I don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, no more thinking.
You have
Let's
no
just do
food.
this. I got momentum and I jumped. I thought it was too short, but I made it.
Oh
that was
my
so crazy. I
God.
know the parkour god does
GG.
not like me for that
GG.
one. Even though I barely survived, I found the parkour master without
Hi,
being
Beat.
caught.
Hi,
And now
Reaper.
it was time to carry out my plan to save parkour civilization. I told the master everything that happened, and I showed him that I had champion boots. I told him that if I was gonna beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you survived. and you met the parkour god. We can actually save everyone. Just tell me what I need to do, and I'll do it.
I had the master
I'll
give me some
do it.
blocks, and I told him to wait here for the next part of my plan. If everything goes right, I should have everything I need to get back into the
Oh,
arena.
you're okay.
and
No,
defeat
your
the
hearts are
parkour
good.
champion.
You're chilling.
But that's assuming everything goes right. And so,
Bro, where's your fucking water bucket? Listen, I've watched this, okay, this one time, and I know you need a water bucket. Please, you bitch.
so far, it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank. To get back into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're
Put
rich.
the diamonds on.
Upstairs must be the place where the bank keeps their harder blocks.
Sir, you're not allowed to go up there.
Sorry, man. Got a bank to rob. Okay, never mind. I was
What,
expecting
bank
to
to
see places
rob?
where I could buy flower pots and candles. but
Break it.
Instead, there was just a massive box with a door.
Sir, this is a private vault for one of our most valuable customers. You have to leave immediately.
A private vault? I guess that might work.
You're not getting into this vault. No amount
Show
of
him.
money could make me open this door.
No amount of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before.
Just stop. It's not even worth it. What?
What do you say you open the door now? I take
I'm sorry, but in this society, if this actually worked, like, whoa, wow. He did it. Backwards 360? What's going on here? Do it again. I'll take that bribe.
it you don't see a backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well I have to let you in now.
Let's go, I still got
That's
it.
so
Please
silly.
just don't take anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely not listening
Oh,
to that. I started
that's
looking
great.
around the vault for anything I could use, but
Wait,
most
what?
of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled upon a water bucket. Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is supposedly rich, and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16 blocks, never mind. I thought this vault was a dead end until it wasn't. In the last barrel, I found 16 brewing stands. Now, my plan could actually work. It was time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I just wanted to let you know someone got into your vault.
You're the only one who has
Whoa.
access to it.
Oh, it's him.
so explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a
He
backwards
bribed
360.
me?
I had to.
He bribed me to listen to 360. The fucking backwards 360 is where it's at, man.
A backwards 360? There's no one that can do
Yellow.
No. No.
No
How is this
way.
possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this parkour battle, because if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as Siwat tried to defend my attack, but he failed. Alright, now it's
We
time
love
for some
bribes.
answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
What the-
I thought you might say that. Let's see.
Yeah,
3 blocks?
show
Oh,
him.
that's plenty. Alright,
Yeah, show him. Show him how it's done.
one more chance to tell me, unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle a 3 block.
Alright, man, if you think you can make this jump with slowness, be my guest. I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible, so in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, no, I'll tell you.
Let's
Please,
go.
I like my life here.
Well, that was easy.
I can't believe I'm telling you this. The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the only one that has any left.
He built his parkour jumps with barriers. That means I was right.
He's
the
a
5-block
liar.
jump was impossible.
He's
he
a
just used
cheater.
a barrier. Okay, wait, so if he uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care, just tell me.
You're gonna lose everything if you die, buddy.
Fine. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
That's how I
Ooh.
beat him. I can just attack with a harder jump. Even if he does use barriers for his attacks, I just
Ooh,
have to
smart.
build better ones. Oh man,
Say
this
hey.
is crazy.
Hi.
All right, let's do
I hope you
this.
have fun
you
at
need to
work.
send me back to the arena like you did before, and this time I'm only fighting the champion.
Okay, so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say
That's
that.
true.
That's why I got one of the best
Have a great
parkour
Saturday.
masters I know to
Bye.
watch you at all times. And if he finds out I don't make it into the arena, let's just say you won't see the attack coming before it hits you.
Oh man, how do you even do these jumps? I really hope Evbo's plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no choice
so
but to listen
funny.
to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the arena, and luckily, it worked. Now, I could battle the parkour champion, and this time, it was gonna be different. I got
Ooh,
all
how?
of the blocks I needed, and I made my way into the arena.
Oh,
Now, it
he
was
doesn't have
time
a
to
lot
see
of
if
blocks.
Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal. but he did. Standing in front of me was the champion
Let's
of
go!
Parkour Civilization.
Champion!
All right, let's go save everyone.
I should have known the old man would give it.
The old man? He knows the old man. Wait, is that your father? Is that your papa?
His boots to you.
What? The old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try
Old
as
man?
many times as you want, but your fate remains the same.
The parkour god didn't just give me random champion boots. He gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion. Okay, this
Wait, the god was the old parkour champion? This is turning into a greatest comeback? Hell yeah, it is. So like, is it the old man? Or like, the old man is god? What?
is a lot to think about right now. I just gotta worry about defending this attack.
Okay.
Well, see what got me this far, but now it's time to see if he was really telling the truth. The champion's attack was technically only a 4-block jump with a barrier, so the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block 360 to a 3-block fence jump.
What?
The parkour champion looked confused, and suddenly his attack disappeared. It worked. It actually worked. The secret rule Siwat told me about was real, and now the champion has no choice but to defend.
Yeah, you gotta do
Except
this.
Just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks. Instead
Excuse
of
me?
building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour combo he built.
Excuse me?
But whatever it was better than my attack, and my attack was now erased. That only left
Oh,
me
no.
with one choice, and I would have to build something even harder. I didn't even know what the champion built.
Oh my
so
gosh,
I
you could do
couldn't
this.
hold back on this next attack. I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180 vertical flower pot jump into a backwards 360 candle.
Oh my god. Is this like, which one's gonna be like the better jumps? Wait, this is actually getting interesting. Come on, you can do this.
And I made it. The parkour champion's attack was erased, and he had no choice
Let's go.
but to either try my attack or build a harder one. But the parkour champion wasn't phased, and he countered my attack with the hardest known jumps in parkour civilization. These were Neo jumps, and he did 2 in a row. Jumps where you have to jump around a block in midair. I knew I couldn't do these jumps, and this was not the time to try them.
Come
But the
on, you
parkour
can do
champion
this.
set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything.
Oh my
But
gosh,
if
you can
I
do this.
don't
Come on,
make this
buddy.
Jump I'm about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same goes for the parkour
Oh my
champion.
gosh, what
Any
is
one
this?
of these attacks will do more than 10 hearts. That means I have to make this. The parkour god
360.
trusted me with these boots to save everyone. And for the first time in my life,
Oh.
I actually felt like I was worthy of them.
Wait, where's
that
the
I was
360,
worthy of
buddy?
being the parkour champion.
What? This shouldn't be happening.
I thought I had bested the parkour champion, but I
This
was
is literally like a dance battle. This is so cool.
wrong.
This ends now.
The parkour champion built an attack that was directly over
Excuse me?
the void.
Either you go down or we both go down.
This was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's
What?
nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely my last jump in parkour civilization.
No,
But this
you will
time,
win.
I wasn't
You
gonna
will
give up.
win.
Parkour god, if you're watching me, please just give me the strength for one last jump.
One last jump. Done, done, done.
I didn't expect my feet to hit the ground again, but they did. And when I turned around, the parkour champion had fallen. I won. I actually won. It's over, right? I'm the new parkour champion. I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But as I was standing there, something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got
Excuse me?
teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I
What?
remember something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple,
Oh!
and where there was
Oh shit. Okay, I see why. I was like, what do you mean? The only way up. So being able to defeat and be the champion.
nothing
You know what?
before,
Make
there was now
sure
a way up
other
to
people
get to
can
the
be
top of
champions.
Parkour civilization. That means my journey wasn't done yet. I still had to make it to the top. Luckily, I'm now
This seems
considered
like
the
hell.
best in parkour civilization. So if there's anyone who can make the jumps, it was me. Only one more set of jumps stood between me and the top. I had always dreamed of this day, when I'd look up and I'd see nothing above me. But I never would have imagined what I'd have to go through to get here. Every jump I made and
Are you gonna
every
fall?
jump I failed all led me to this point.
Never mind.
To make it to the top of
Bro, there's
parkour
nothing.
civilization. And now I was here, and there was nothing. Just pure emptiness and only the sky. I didn't have any idea of what to do until I saw a structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw blocks
Oh
I've
my
never
gosh.
seen before in parkour.
Is that like the chair, like the throne to it? Oh my gosh. So he looks over everything.
Civilization. They were command blocks, and they were placed in front of a throne. I stepped
That-
up
yeah.
onto the throne, and I got my pair of champion boots. But this time, they weren't
Let's
someone
go.
else's. They were mine. It
They're
only
mine.
makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of parkour civilization. But before I start completely changing the entire
Jump.
rules of society, I needed to do something first. Well, I think it's time I give these back. I have a feeling you'll probably be needing them.
Excuse me?
Evbo, you did it. You saved it.
I was joking about jumping, but you know, if the video listens to me, I can't be upset about that, you know what I mean?
No, I didn't do anything. It was only possible because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion. I don't know what to do with parkour
Aw.
civilization, but you were the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready to be the— Whoa, what are you
What the-
doing?
Evbo, you think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know parkour civilization better than I ever could.
Old.
All right, I'm gonna need your help. With every 4-block jump on the
What the
command blocks,
heck?
I can change the rules of parkour civilization.
Oh my
And
gosh,
with
he
the help
just
of the old
throws
champion,
them.
I'm not just gonna make things go back to the way they were. I'm gonna make things better than they ever were. Parkour was never about making or failing a jump. It was about getting up and trying again. The parkour god told me as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. And in my parkour civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
That's cute. That was a cute one. I honestly thought like the ending could have been a little bit better, I'm not gonna lie. But that was cute. I like that one. That was adorable. Thanks for watching.